It's Wolf, and I think live stream should be going. Getting a low bandwidth error, but I don't think that should affect all that much with 720p. Apologies if I sound stuffy. Like literally right before this, my nose just decided to stuff up, which just randomly happens to me sometimes. It is annoying. Although I noticed earlier when I recorded that Club Penguin video that I like just uploaded like 20 minutes ago, I also sounded kind of stuffy in that too. So I don't know. I did. I got my COVID booster shot not that long ago though, and that can mess with you in terms of like kind of making you feel sick. Which I don't really feel sick. It's just my nose is stuffed up, so it could be from that also. 'Cause that was really not that long ago. Um, so just trying to make sure that everything looks like not broken here. Test out, make sure that like stuff is working properly on the stream. Okay, it seems to be. I have to stream, even though I'm playing on PS5, I stream in 720p because it's yeah, resolutions and stuff. So anyway, as to just like explain the stream before I actually like start playing, I know that Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is not necessarily the most Christmas themed game, but I was trying to think of something because originally my plan for the stream it's 10 p.m. in my time zone. I kind of figured, oh, I should do like 10 p.m. to like 2 a.m., but I am way more tired than I expected to be today, so I don't know if I actually will be doing that. But originally, my whole thought process for this, well, for one, so that's like 4 hours, and I was trying to think to myself, what's a game that I could realistically play for 4 hours? And I thought to myself, well, Black Ops Cold War Zombies I could probably play for 4 hours. I'm mainly probably going to play the level Die Machine, which has, like, it's not really Christmas themed, but there's, like, kind of Christmassy elements to it. It's snowy, it's got some Christmas lights in some of the buildings and stuff. Um, so, yeah, and originally my plan for the stream was actually going to be, I was going to try to play ZMR and then Mars. Like, I had a whole different plan for the stream originally. I thought it would be fun to do, like, almost like a meetup type of thing. And the idea was I would play, like, ZMR from 10 p.m. to like midnight, and then play Mars from midnight to 2 a.m. And so that was the original idea, but there was like no way that that Mars or ZMR would like properly stream for me because like I would need two computers and like it wouldn't want to cooperate with me. And then to add to that, I just found out that ZMR, the Accesso Cinco version of ZMR that I've played on the channel a few times, that just recently got shut off because Accesso Cinco, it looks like they're trying to update it to the newer version of Mars, which is the one that Suba Games put on Steam. So there probably won't be two different versions of Mars anymore. So, I mean, which is kind of cool in some ways, but it does sort of suck that the old version of the game is kind of like disappeared now. But so that's why I'm not doing that. But that also affects why I decided to do the live stream at this time. My thought process was that so 10 p.m. to midnight, like in my time zone, my thought process was that like 10 p.m. right now, it's only like 8 p.m. on the west coast of the U.S. So I figured like in the U.S., so first off, I got an email from YouTube the other day, and it gave me the top three regions that I get viewers from, and it was the United States, the United Kingdom, and the Philippines. And so my thought process was that I know that a lot of people who watch the ZMR video were from the Philippines and also Indonesia and other places in that area. And so my thought process was, if I start at 10 p.m., it's not really too late in the US for people to watch. And then I thought to myself, and then in the UK, it's kind of an awkward hour right now because it's like 4 a.m. in the UK or whatever. But by like the end of the stream, it would be a little bit more of a like later in the stream, it would be more of a reasonable time for people from the UK to be watching the stream. And then right now in the Philippines, I believe it's like midday for you guys. So that was the whole thought process behind the stream being at this time and everything. But as I said, there was a whole bunch of obstacles in the way. So yeah, but nonetheless, and also now my mouth has been all sticky today because I drank more soda than I usually do, and that like screws up that. So yeah, it's been a busy day. It's been a way busier day than I thought it would be. But it's been a pretty nice Christmas Eve, and I hope you guys have had a nice Christmas Eve or Christmas Day for some of you now. I actually went shopping at one of my favorite stores earlier today. I kind of thought it would be interesting to share that on stream because I thought I actually found something really cool. I didn't think that I found something really cool. I did find something really cool at that store. I wanted to mention that also at the beginning of the stream because I mentioned on Twitter. Well, I found a couple interesting things at the store today, none of which I was expecting to find. And by the way, if anybody's watching, I know that like viewers are kind of popping in and out here. If you're watching, feel free to type stuff in the chat. I am paying attention to the chat and everything, especially right now because I'm not actually playing yet. But yeah, I ended up finding. Well, I bought 2 CDs. I bought Tickets to My Downfall. Tickets to My Downfall by Machine Gun Kelly, which is one that I've been kind of looking for a while and just hadn't bought. And then I also bought Crash Talk from Schoolboy Q. The Machine Gun Kelly album, though, was really funny. What I noticed about it in the store, and again, I tweeted about this earlier today. So the store that I was at was like a used media store. They sell a bunch of different like used movies and games and books and stuff. And so I was looking around in this store, and well, for one, I should probably make sure that like the commentary is working and everything. Hang on, I want to just like check myself here. Is it? I'm confused. Wait, is my microphone on the wrong microphone? Oh, Jesus. It was on the wrong microphone. Oh, my God. I am so sorry about that, guys. Okay, there we go. That's fixed. I was wondering why the audio seemed so delayed. Now I know. Sorry that the first few minutes there were like crappier audio. um, He was using my computer's built-in microphone instead of my Blue Yeti. There we go. The audio should be fixed now, though. It seemed to fix itself. So anyway, sorry for the crappy intro there. What I was saying, though, nonetheless, you guys could hear me and everything, just wasn't great quality. What I was saying, so the Tickets to My Downfall album that I found, and I was looking at it and I realized, oh wait, this is the Target edition, because the Target edition of that album has some extra songs on it. It's got like 4 extra songs. Which is not so surprising to find, like, a Target edition or, a special store-specific edition in, like, a used media store. But the weird thing about it was, so it had a Target sticker on it for the Target special edition, and then it also had a sticker for one of those, like, you guys know those liquidation stores that, like, buy, just, like, leftover stuff from bigger chains and they sell it for really cheap? It also had a sticker from one of those stores on it. So that means it originally was a Target one, and then it went to one of those liquidation stores, and then somebody brought it into this used media store. So I thought that was just kind of hilarious. And then I also bought 2 games while I was there. I bought Valkyria Chronicles, both PS3 games. I bought Valkyria Chronicles on the PS3, which I had kind of been looking for Valkyria Chronicles. It's a game that I've heard a lot of good things about, and it seems kind of interesting, although it's not, like, super something that I would play normally. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Like, there's aspects of it that are, like, stuff that is, like, games that I wouldn't usually play. I kind of think that game might be worth money in the future, though. Even though it's, like, really cheap right now, it's, like, $5 to $10 on eBay, I think that in the future, it might go up in value. Okay, yeah, the audio is definitely fixed. Just because I've noticed, like, there's specific signs to, like, a game being worth money eventually, which I'll talk about later because I do want to actually, like, get into playing Call of Duty. But and then the game that I was really looking for today that I managed to find, I found Wet for the PS3, which that game's not like super expensive or anything. It's like $30 on eBay. It's like $30 on eBay, and I wanted to buy it, but I don't know why, I just didn't really want to buy it on eBay. And I was not at all expecting to like ever see it in that store I went to earlier, and I did. And it was like new. It was just missing the manual, and it was like not super cheap, but cheaper than what I would have been able to buy it for online. So I ended up buying it, and I
I haven't gotten around to playing it yet because I've been trying to be really careful about like putting games into my consoles lately before like without cleaning them off first, because I screwed up with a VCR a couple months ago. I accidentally put a tape in it that had mold on it, and that can like ruin a whole VCR. So I've been trying to be really careful with used media stuff. The disc looks pretty clean. It's got some fingerprints on it, but I want to like give it an actual cleaning. But very excited to find that game because that's like, I think there's kind of like a holy trilogy of like bullet time games when it comes to like PS3 bullet time games, because you got Max Payne 3, you've got Stranglehold, and then you've got Wet, and now I own all three of them. Well, Stranglehold I own on the PC, but regardless, so I was very excited to find Wet for sale earlier today at a pretty good price and in pretty good condition. Anyway, now I'm actually going to play Call of Duty. Now it's been like 13 minutes of me talking. I might not talk a ton while I'm actually playing, just because, want to focus on the game and stuff, but I will be paying attention to the chat, and I will be, like, responding to chat and stuff. So yeah, let's get started. Like I said, I'm probably going to play Die Machine. I'm playing local hosted because I don't have PS Plus right now, which sucks because I like Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War a lot, but, and it was, like, my third favorite Call of Duty game, that video I did a while ago. But holy crap, if you don't have PS Plus, playing it offline is like not great sometimes. There are so many things that are broken about the local, like the LAN version that you get sent into if you don't have PS Plus. And it sucks too, because another thing here that I want to show, there's a bunch of weapons that are missing, even offline. Like, you unlock all of the weapons or whatever automatically playing on LAN, but there's a ton of weapons that are like not in the offline LAN mode, which is like really annoying and really stupid. But anyway, so in Infinite Warfare had some of the same like type of crap, and it was really annoying. But so we're gonna play Die Machine. Don't know, when I'll stop playing. I was considering also, if I get bored of playing Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, I might play some Riders Republic, because that is also kind of I'm gonna use 1911 Go kind of classic Call of Duty Zombies here. Because that is kind of almost like a more Christmas themed game, but I don't know for certain. That just kind of depends on how long I decide to stream for and everything. But yeah, now time to actually play. So I finally learned how to get the Wonder Weapon in this level, which was super, super helpful, because it's I don't remember the exact name of the Wonder Weapon in this level, but it's like the DIE, I think is literally what it's called. It's the die, and it's super useful. Like, it gets weak pretty fast. Once you get to around like 30 something, it kind of stops being as useful, but it has unlimited ammo, kind of. You like suck zombies into it to get more ammo, but yeah, so I will probably be trying to get that and just going for as high of a round as I can. And I'm probably not going to try to do an extraction, just because, like, not really pointing it for this. I've done extractions before. I really like that they added that in Black Ops Cold War, because it actually gives an ending to the levels, but yeah.
What's happening around the world right now? It all started here. Team, find a way in.
And as I said, feel free to type stuff in the chat. I am paying attention to it, and if anything looks off with the stream, I don't stream super often, so make sure to let me know that too. But yeah. And as for another weapon besides the DIE, once I get that, I don't know, I found that, like, the shotguns in Black Ops Cold War are useful up to an extent. They're really useful for the first, like, 20-something rounds, but eventually they stop being as useful as, like, a pack-a-punched assault rifle. Like, eventually they start outputting the same amount of damage, but clearly an assault rifle is able to do it faster. So, we'll see. Probably just going to use the mystery box a lot, depending on where it has landed. But first I want to save up like 7,000-ish points, I suppose, to actually get through the main building here all in like one go. And also, if you guys... Oh, hang on, I'm just noticing that my my computer's giving like feedback. If you guys hear any feedback or anything, let me know. I don't really like to play games with headphones on when I stream and record, So I just have my TV at like minimum volume now, and I don't believe the microphone should be able to pick it up, but if it is, let me know and I can fix it. I think my TV is literally at 1. Although, you know, I don't know if you guys can hear it with the microphone, but you probably can. I really like the adaptive triggers on the PS5, but they are loud. And I can imagine them getting very annoying to listen to during a stream eventually. And I don't know if there's a way to turn them off. Like, actually playing the game, they're really cool to use and everything, because they add a lot of, like, tactileness to it, but, like, when you're trying to record stuff, it just adds extra background noise. When I first got Cold War, I totally should try to go for some sort of world record in this game, but now it's like, the world records are like absurdly high rounds again and everything. It's just like, where do people find the time, you know? Like, you see some of these records and it's like, I kind of get it, because to some extent, like, once you get so far in a zombies map, like, it kind of stops being about difficulty and more about just, like, endurance. But man, some people's records are, like, you know, up in the thousands of rounds, and that takes like a week straight of playing the game to do. Like, where do you find the time? I remember a long time ago, back when, like, I think Black Ops 2 was the most current Call of Duty game, there was this one dude I had watched a few of his streams, and he was going for a world record in town, I think it was, and what he ended up doing, he was playing on Xbox, and he would, like, pause his game and leave his Xbox on overnight and then come back to it, and I was like, you know, like, I get it, because that's kind of the only way to really do that, but without, like, doing it straight through. But, you know, I don't know if I'd necessarily want to leave one of my consoles on for, like, multiple days straight. So, in a minute here, go ahead and go through the Noctur on Toten building, and then get out near the airplane wing. I'm going to be spending a lot of time near the airplane wing as I play, because that is kind of the main spot where I, like, train the zombies. So, yeah. M1911 as a starting weapon has a ton of ammo. Alright, I said something about like 7,000 points. I don't think I actually need that many. I should be able to get through this whole building in one kind of swift run here. And then, I don't know, I think, yeah, the mystery box is over there that time, which is not helpful. It's helpfuler when it's over in the wrecked airplane wreckage. But since it's not, I don't know. I might just get the shotgun that's over here, because it'll be useful for quite a while still. I'll probably trade it out eventually, so go ahead and get that now. And that'll be helpful for a pretty good while, but I probably won't pack a punch it. I'll probably swap out to an assault rifle instead. Used to do that, and then I started realizing that, like, wow, the shotgun is really useless past round, like, 20-something, so. And again, sorry if there's any inadvertent sniffles or anything. Although now that I'm talking and stuff, it seems like it's working better. So maybe I just needed to, like, get up and, like, do something. I am going to keep using the pistol for a while, though, still, because, no point in using, like, the better gun, you know, ammo conservation and all that stuff. In a lot of scenarios, Call of Duty Zombies mode really is just like a game of math, like considering how long is it going to take to do this and how many points is this going to get me compared to doing that and spending points and stuff. It really ends up becoming a numbers game. You know, now I think about it, I know Call of Duty Vanguard came out. I have not heard, like, a word about Call of Duty Vanguard zombies, which is a little surprising, because if I remember right, that was supposedly made by Treyarch. Like, it was like a studio collaboration thing, and I think it continues with the like storyline they've been doing with Black Ops Cold War. So I don't know why I haven't heard anything about it. Maybe it's, I don't want to say maybe it's not that good, because I can't imagine it'd be that bad. There's really not that many bad Call of Duty Zombies modes. But also, you know, while it's on my mind, I really ought to tweet that I'm actually live streaming, because I mentioned on Twitter multiple times that I was going to do a live stream, and that I never actually said on Twitter that I'd started it, and it's been like half an hour now, so yeah. Great, my computer's trying to do like 30 things at once, so it's like kind of going real slow here. Another reason, while I'm paused, might as well explain, another reason why I decided to do a oh, voices feeding back again. Another reason why I decided to do a stream on Christmas Eve, kind of another tradition of mine. So when I was a little kid, I used to be so excited for Christmas all the time that I would have trouble falling asleep. And well, hang on, let me go ahead and tweet this real quick. I spend way too much time on Twitter. Like, legitimately, if you like watching my YouTube channel and all that type of stuff, follow me on Twitter. I tweet out like every semi-conscious thought that I have. It's like, yeah. What was I saying? Oh, so another thing about why I decided to do the stream. So when I was a kid, I used to get really, really excited about Christmas, and you know, because like Santa coming and everything, and so like I would have trouble sleeping like a whole bunch of times, and then eventually when I started getting into high school, I remember a couple times, like me and like a couple of friends, or just like one or two friends or whatever, I would like go and we would all play like Grand Theft Auto or like Minecraft or whatever together, and we would end up playing it, you know, Christmas Eve into Christmas Day, like really like late, you know, like 2 or whatever in the morning, and so I kind of figured like, I still do that even though I don't really play that many games online with people anymore. I figured, you know, I might as well, like, maybe I should do a live stream along those same lines. So, and then it also, you know, went along with all the stuff I mentioned earlier about the top 3 countries that view my channel and like time zones and stuff. So yeah, that's another reason why I decided to do this, because I pretty much do this anyway, but I figured might as well just live stream it. Especially now that I have a live stream setup that semi-works with the 720p graphics and everything. But this pistol is really becoming less and less useful. Oh well, okay, that's it for the pistol for now. Ran out of ammo. Although, I don't know, there's probably not a point in continuing to use the pistol. It was not really getting us anywhere anyway. But there's also not really a huge point in replacing it, because we're gonna have to replace it with well, one of the weapons later on with the DIE Wonder Weapon anyway, so might as well keep it instead of wasting money for just a temporary upgrade. So now my thought process is to save up like 10,000 points, and then once I have 10,000 points, go ahead and go down into the bunker where the Pack-a-Punch machine is and everything. Oh, man, I'm getting winded from talking so much. Go down into the bunker where the Pack-a-Punch machine is, do all of that, and get the Pack-a-Punch machine set up, which requires like quite a few points. And then, once the Pack-a-Punch machine is set up, go ahead and go and get the DIE Wonder Weapon, and then after that, probably try to get perks and get all the perks I want. Well, pretty much get all of the perks in general, because there's no cap on how many perks you can have in Black Ops Cold War Zombies, at least not on Die Machine. And then after that, that's pretty much just like the basic setup. and just kind of go for the highest round possible. But it takes like half an hour to even get all set up with all that, so.
This is what I do. Target dropped.
Max ammo, that's helpful. Probably need to do like one more round and then go ahead and go and do the bunker stuff and get all that all set up. You know, actually, this reminds me, I wanted to check. Al Chestbreach was live streaming earlier, and I was curious if we were going to end up accidentally, well, not accidentally, I mean, doesn't really matter for Al, but end up being streaming at the same time, because I am a big fan of his. And I was just wondering if stuff was going to cross over, or overlap, I guess. Which actually, yeah, it does look like he's still alive, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Al Chestbreach before, his content is kind of different than mine. He's a pretty subdued guy in general, though, but he is hilarious. He's been doing, like, mainly Fallout New Vegas, but other Fallout games, mods for them for like ever, reviewing mods and stuff. And I mean, I've been watching his stuff since I was in like middle school, and yeah, he's still just like absolutely hilarious. He's got a great sense of humor and everything. So like go turn on both streams and then just like mute one of us and then watch the other one, so then like you get commentary from one person with the gameplay from the other. That insta-kill, don't really need it though. So now we do have 10,000 points, so that's ample number of points to go run and do the all the bunker setup stuff. And get the Pack-a-Punch machine unlocked, and then go ahead and go get the DIE weapon. Yeah, you can really end up like screwing up though at this point, because it's very easy to go into the bunker with not nearly enough points to actually do everything in one step. Which actually, that reminds me. No, I don't have enough to unlock that. Eventually the Megaton enemies start spawning in, and they are also very frustrating, and the easiest way that I've found to get rid of them, for the first couple times they pop up, if you have the DIE machine, then that will take them down pretty quickly. But otherwise, the flaming bow and arrow thing is also extremely useful for taking them down. So I was going to try to get one of those. But yeah, but if you go down here with not enough points to do it all in like one run, you can end up easily accidentally trapping yourself down here with a bunch of zombies, and then, you know, ending your game a little too early inadvertently. So, yeah, but we should have enough points to do everything, because after this step is just after this step we go into the portal, go to the other dimension, and then go through the other portal in the other dimension to get back into one of the rooms here to get the Pack-a-Punch part, run back to the Pack-a-Punch, put the Pack-a-Punch back together, and go from there. And then once that's set up, then we go, well, the first Megaton will spawn in, and then we get the key card from the first Megaton. Man, Call of Duty Easter eggs are just, or Call of Duty Zombies Easter eggs are just so complicated. But we get the key card from the Megaton, and then we use the key card to go get the DIE remote control, and then we get the we go and we feed the DIE some zombies, and then we actually unlock the DIE. So, yeah, that's still at least like gonna take like 15 minutes, if not longer, because now we're gonna need to save some points again soon too to finish some other stuff, I think. Although actually we still have 5,000 points, so that's not too bad. Alright, and that's the Pack-a-Punch machine finished up. Alright, so that's good, but I don't really want to Pack-a-Punch anything right now, even though I have the 5,000 points. Instead, I guess now the best option would be to just go. We'll go wait for a Megaton, I guess, and then because I need that key card first before I can actually go trying to get the DIE machine. So, yeah, let's go ahead and finish this round, eliminate these last few zombies here, and then the Megaton will probably spawn in the next round. Where did the zombies go? Did one just like disappear out of existence over here? I could have sworn that there was one coming from that direction. And there's two, and I think there's a third one somewhere. Oh, there it is. There we go. That's the end of that round. So now, probably the Megaton, although it could also be a Plague Hound round. I think it's Megaton. Don't see the green mist, so it's looking like it's going to be a normal round. And hopefully, oh no, but there's the green mist, so that's a Hound round, Plague Hound round. Which actually is kind of helpful, because then we'll be able to get a max ammo out of it, so. Even though Plague Hounds are pretty straightforward to take down, you do gotta be careful with them, because they can really pile up on you. But with that max ammo, that means that the round is over, so. Now, on this next round, now we'll probably get the Megaton. And then we can move on to the next step. But first, it's going to take me like 4 hours to defeat the Megaton, because they're ridiculously overpowered. Man, the fact that they split into two is just like, it's a cool gameplay concept, but also, come on. Yep, there it is. That was just the sound cue for it, and there it is. Actually, we have. This is not going to do like any damage to it, but it's better than nothing while it's far away. Yeah, no, this is going to take a while to take the Megaton down now, though, because just like you still got to deal with the normal zombies. And the other annoying thing is that boss zombies and a whole lot of Call of Duty Zombies levels, they don't count towards the normal round. So even if I eliminate all of the normal zombies, that means that the Megaton is still going to be there. So what you normally end up wanting to do is you want to eliminate most of the normal zombies, but not too many, not enough that the round actually ends, and then you can focus on the Megaton with just like a couple of normal zombies slowly chasing you around. But it's just, it takes so long sometimes, because the Megatons are just, like I said, really powerful. Like, it's just the whole two-stage thing. I mean, it's like taking down 3 enemies in one. Because when the Megaton splits in half, it's like each half of it get another full health bar that is like the same as the normal, like the first stage of it, and it's just really annoying. I don't have enough scrap to get that arrow thing, so. Oh boy. Okay, so we've almost got done with the first stage of it here. Okay, so now it splits in half. And the other thing too is you can't attack it when it's splitting in half, so you gotta wait for the whole animation to finish. Alright, so now it has split in half. So now we go take down both halves of it. Here's one. Luckily, because I have a shotgun and because it's just the first one, it's not taking too long to take it down, but it's still, like, annoying. Alright, so there's the first half of it. Now when we take down the second half, gotta pay, like, a lot of attention to make sure to pick up the key card from it. Because that key card is absolutely necessary, and we don't have nearly enough ammo to really be certain of what we're doing here. That key card is absolutely necessary to get the DIE machine. If we don't pick it up, I don't know if it stays there or if you have to wait for another Megaton. I think you have to wait for another Megaton if you don't pick it up fast enough. Okay, there's the key card.
Raptor 1 has an exfil window open, strike team.
There we go.
Call it in if you need to bug out.
Would have preferred to be able to pick it up and then go do that in the same round, but now we've got another round. So we'll go ahead and get to the point in this round where we don't have a ton of zombies chasing us around, and then we can go and do all of that in relative peace. I'm kind of tempted to buy a couple of perks now, but I don't really want to do it until I have the DIE machine. So, although I think the Wonder Fizz machine thing, the vending machine that's up there, should be operational now that we've been into the Dark Ether once.
Dead man neutralized.
Also, fun fact about the Gallo SA-12 that I didn't notice for a while because it's not very clear, like it's not obvious, but so in its normal mode it's not fully automatic or anything, it's semi-automatic. But if you pack-a-punch it, it actually does become automatic. The firing rate still stays the same, but you can just hold down the trigger and it'll fire by itself. So that's pretty helpful. Although again, not necessarily the weapon that I would recommend for like a super high round run or anything, because eventually it does kind of get underpowered. Uh-oh. I screwed up there. There goes the free revive. Got stuck on the corner there. Should be okay though still. And depending on how much scrap and stuff I can save up, then we should be able to get another revive, possibly. So
available. I'll notify you when Raptor 1's back in range.
go ahead and take down a couple more of these zombies, and then that should be good for us to go and start working on the DIE machine. You know, it might be in my best interest to just go ahead and get that, get an assault rifle now. So over to the lab, get the key card in, get the radio. Oh wow, windy. Like in real life windy. Get the remote control. We've gotten that now. So now, now I'm gonna go back to the starting area, and that's where I'm gonna get a train of zombies together again. Over there, because it's way, it makes more sense to do it there to get them to run into the DIE machine, like starting up process. So although it actually would have probably made more sense for me to go the other way. Oh wait, this is open anyway. Oh wait, we can check the mystery box now. Oh, okay, artillery. That's helpful. See if I can get like a more useful weapon though. I'll go ahead and swap the M1911 with this for now, even though we're gonna have to drop one soon. to make room for the DIE, so probably end up dropping this one to make room for the DIE. So now back to the starting area. And yeah. Eliminate these last few zombies. Is this in semi-auto mode? It's weird. Oh, my stomach growling. I don't know why I ate like way too much today, but actually, while it's on my mind and before the zombies get here. So yeah, 250 to get the self-revive. But the combat bow is what I was talking about earlier, with being useful for taking down megatons. So, but since we accidentally used it self-revive already, it's more important to get another self-revive, hopefully. So, and if we get the DIE machine soon enough, then it won't really need the combat bow for the next megaton, because the DIE machine should be able to take the next like megaton or two down easily. Well, there's not another one spawned in right now, is there? No, okay, it's just the play account. I was gonna say, I'm seeing the screen vibrate, and I don't have my sound on, so I can't really tell. But, well, I do have my sound on, just extremely quiet. Alright, so, the train of zombies has come together pretty well, although now there's one inside of there, so that's kind of screwing things up a little bit. Okay. Now, you can follow me into here, activate this really quickly, and kind of try to get rid of any of the stragglers. A kind of annoying thing about the DIE machine is that I don't think that just filled it up. I think that just overheated it now. So now I'm probably going to have to do another round where I do that. So. Oh, no, it did work. Okay, that was enough. So that is very helpful. The past couple times I've done it, it seems like regardless of how many zombies actually ran in front of it, it seemed like it always overheated, and then I would need to do another round and do the same thing.
I'll take you all down.
But now we can go ahead and grab it. And now, pretty much only thing left to do is just get perks and survive. So that is helpful. That's weird. The Wonder Fizz machine thing is... maybe I need to have a perk first for that to work. Let's go ahead and grab Juggernog first. And then, goodness, I can't even remember the names of the perks I usually use, but, you know, we'll go and do that. So, yeah, that's what the DIE machine does, by the way. So right trigger fires that, like, cannon blast, pretty much, and left trigger, well, sucks zombies in. So, it's really powerful. It's a really useful weapon. But the problem with it is that eventually the, even though the main blast stays pretty powerful for a while, the problem is that eventually the like suction damage goes pretty far down, and you don't get ammo as you like suck the zombies into it. You only get the ammo once you actually like eliminate them that way. So. And it'd probably be in my best interest to pack a punch it as soon as possible also, so.
Enemy appears to be
Is there... I see a skull on there. I don't think there's another Megaton. I think it's a Plague Hound, if anything. Let me think. So Juggernog, Stamina up I usually like to go for, but not till later. Speed Cola. Oh, and Elemental Pop. Those are usually the four that I really like to try to get, but then there's a bunch of other very useful ones as well, so.
hostile expired.
I guess It'd probably make most sense for me to go back into the bunker now, try to get at least one or two of those perks, and pack a bunch of the DIE machine. Because even though it's pretty early on still, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have it pack a punch, especially because it has unlimited ammo anyway, so. That's pack-a-punched, and actually I meant to get speed cola and I totally forgot to, so let's go do that now. And then we'll see. I don't think I'll have enough points for elemental pop still though after this. Yeah, elemental pop. I think, well actually I think the perks all go up in price as you buy perks, so. Alright, well I am going to take a quick restroom break. I'll be right back. I don't think... Man, I really need to mess around more with the scenes on the Elgato capture software, because that's what I'm streaming with. And I think I could probably make a thing on there to say whenever I'm taking a break quick. Nonetheless, if anybody's watching and then anybody new shows up, make sure to tell them that I'm coming back. I didn't just pause the game forever. So I will be back in like 5 to 10 minutes. you know, just realized that I came back and I didn't even have the microphone on. Sometimes my microphone button, like, doesn't turn on. I think I don't hold it down for long enough. Anyway, yeah. So, back, and we just already ran out of ammo from that gun. So, I'm gonna try to get the DIE machine pack-a-punched, like, soon, like, fully pack-a-punched, all 3 stages and everything. But, I also want to make sure to obtain all the perks that I can, because perks are extremely helpful, so... I don't know, what do you guys think of, Black Ops Cold War Zombies? Because to me, I don't know, it's challenging, but, like, I don't know, I can't tell if it's, like, actually challenging or not, or if it's just, like, I don't even know how to put it. Like, I've played Call of Duty Zombies for a pretty okay amount of time. I mean, I've been playing Call of Duty for a pretty good amount of time, and, you guys know that I set, you know, I didn't set any world records, but I was in the top 10 for a few things in the past. And so it's like, I don't know if I'm just good at Call of Duty Zombies or if Black Ops Cold War Zombies is actually, like, slightly easier. I think there's a lot of aspects of it that make it easier, and then I think there's also definitely things that make it harder. For example, I don't really think people have, like, mentioned this a lot, but if you guys didn't know, so in previous versions of, Call of Duty Zombies, when you would shoot a zombie, every, like, shot that went into the zombie would get you 10 points. In Black Ops Cold War Zombies, you don't get any points for actually hitting zombies, you only get points for eliminating them, so... Okay, but see what I mean, guys, with the Megaton thing? So it's the die machine is very useful for the first, like, Megaton or 2 afterwards, but as you guys will see very quickly, it becomes not so useful. And also, another thing that I really ought to do is do the mystery box a good more couple of times to just, like, ensure that I actually have, like, a solid secondary weapon. Although eventually, once I get one of those perks, I can get 3 weapons, which is very useful. Okay, this is helpful. MG is going to be very useful, probably more useful than the XM, because, like, assault rifle obviously is better control of spread and everything, but in a machine gun is generally pretty good. Not like a full-on machine gun is generally pretty good for zombies mode. I'm not really sure how useful it will be for a Plague Hound round. It's because in these rounds, accuracy is not so much of importance. I don't know if I'll be able to get through a full reload before another one pops up. I did. Where are they? They get stuck. Where are these last few Plague Hounds? Did they seriously? I think they actually did get stuck. This is the first time I've ever seen that. Probably try to do Panic Punch on this gun soon, also. Even though it's got like a huge ammo capacity and everything, it's really not doing that much damage. But I do think I want to keep it because it seems to be okay, and when you get critical hits, it's working pretty well. Also, what I was saying about the adaptive triggers earlier, just listen to this. Like, it's almost silly, like to hear it. You know, I'm curious to see if any games in the future, though, will play around with the acoustic ability of the adaptive triggers and the vibration and stuff. Because I've noticed, like, a couple of games where, like, the vibrations and the adaptive trigger stuff, like, it seems more of a sound thing than an actual, like, gameplay thing. And I'm just curious if any games in the future will play more with the sound aspect of it. Also, thank goodness the PS5 lets you turn off the controller microphone. Like, a lot of PS4 games, you'd have to do it manually within the game, and then if the game itself didn't have settings for it, like, you couldn't do it. But luckily, with, like, I think, like, every PS5, like, not every, hang on, I totally am saying this wrong. Luckily, the PS5 has, like, actual system menu stuff to do that, so.
Believe me, this comes easy.
Alright, so now, let's go Pack-a-Punch this, and go try to get Elemental Pop. I should check and see if that Wonder Fizz machine popped up again. Oh, while I'm here though, ooh, I do have do have enough for the self-revive, but let's not do that right yet. Also, another thing about this is kind of weird about Black Ops Cold War Zombies. The Pack-a-Punch machine doesn't take any time. It like does it instantly when you Pack-a-Punch stuff. Like I think it's an easy thing to kind of forget about, but seriously, just pay attention. It's like, and then boom, it's already done. In the other games, you'd have to wait, which like, it's kind of nice that it doesn't take any time anymore, but also I guess it kind of takes away a little bit of the challenge. What else was it that I wanted to do? I wanted to check on the Wonder Fizz machine. Yeah, it's just not there. It's kind of weird. I don't know why it's not there. Maybe I need to have a certain number of perks. I don't think I've seen that happen before. I don't think you need to be in the Dark Ether for the Wonder Fizz machine to pop up, because I've had it happen before where it wasn't in the Dark Ether and it would still pop up. So maybe you just need to have like the 4 or something. This is really weird. Because I mean, I don't really know if it's worth traveling into the Dark Ether for to get the other perks. Yeah, I don't know. I know where some of the other ones are anyway. I just don't know where all of them are. So usually I'll try to use the Wonder Fizz machine. But I'm trying to think. I think there's like 7 or 8 in total in Time Machine. No Quick Revive is there. Tombstone is somewhere. And Deadshot Daiquiri is down near that nuclear bomb, I think. So, I guess for now it would make more sense to focus more so on getting the weapons upgraded. Because now I've got 4 perks and all 4 are very useful, so hopefully be okay for a minute. Crap, I meant to go. Dang it, I forgot. Totally forgot to go to that crafting table. I will have to try to do that at the end of this round. And hopefully we don't get a Megaton, because then it'll take way longer. That way, getting stuck, not good. Depending on how long this match ends up going on for, I don't know. I kind of like the last. Well, I don't know if it's the last, but like the latest map that they released. Also, the one that takes place. I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one that takes place in that Anytown USA level from the single player mode. I like that map a lot too, so I might. And that one's pretty straightforward, also with all the stuff you need to do. So I don't know. I might play that one also, but again, I might also just change games entirely to Riders Republic. So we'll see. The thing with Riders Republic is I don't want to spoil anything. So I don't really want to play it and then like do a bunch of events and then like have it get spoiled for anybody. So
This is what I do.
really need to get rid of this Megaton. Oh wait, I totally forgot I had the DIE machine. Hang on. This will hopefully be helpful even still.
I never waste ammo.
Did it? Yeah, okay, it took a pretty significant amount of damage from that. So now it's gonna split. And then we do it again, twice. Oh, we got both of them in one. Perfect. I really should try to pick up some of the stuff that's dropping also. Although I think it's more worthwhile to go and use the crafting table. There we go, words. There we go. And actually I'll finish off this zombie and then go ahead and grab that. Yeah, I know I kind of just wasted the artillery, but the artillery isn't like a lot of those ones that kind of take you out of the map to do stuff like the artillery or like the chopper gun pilot. They're fun, but they're not actually that useful. So now we need 1,500 points to pack a punch a gun again. Actually, you know what? The Wonder Fizz machine. Oh my goodness. The Wonder Fizz machine might not spawn in until a later round. That could be what it is. Actually, is it there now? So confusing. Because eventually, like, the stuff from the Dark Ether starts popping up in the normal round, like that floating. That's from the Dark Ether. So it could be starting to do that. And if so, then maybe the Wonder Fizz machine is there now. I gotta say, even though, like I said, I was kind of trying to maybe do this stream for like 4 hours, pretty much. Like again, I'm really not feeling that tired out, even though we're an hour in, so I might still do that. But you know, I don't normally do that type of thing. Normally, if I do a stream, which is pretty rare, it's only like an hour or 2 hours. Man, I don't get how some people do streams for like 7 hours or whatever. Like, I mean, I guess if it's your job or whatever, like if you're a full-time streamer, then it kind of makes sense because it's like an 8-hour shift at work or whatever, but man, I don't get it. Like I saw, like you know, for a while I didn't really know about the Vinesauce streams, and then I started watching some of the stuff from Vinesauce, Vinny, and Joel, and like Vinny, I don't know exactly how long he streams for, because I watch a lot of like the stuff on Full Sauce on YouTube, because I don't really like Twitch that much. But like sometimes when you see stuff from Joel, like his streams seem to be long. Like Vinny's streams are like split up into specific sections, and Joel's are too. But long story short, sometimes Joel's streams are like on YouTube, they're like 5 hours, and it's like, oh my god. I mean, Vinny has some really long streams too, but man. Right, let's get Deadshot Daiquiri, Tombstone, and Mule Kick. And then now we can get a third primary weapon, which will be useful, so we'll have to go hit the mystery box again. Don't think I'm necessarily going to go upgrading the third primary weapon for a little while still, though, just to focus more on the die machine and this MG82, or the Colibri, I guess. That kind of almost sounds like the Colibri, the tiny pistol. Oh, max ammo, but I cannot grab that right now, although if we do a loop, should still be there by the time we get back around to it, so... Yep, there we go. Keep forgetting I have like the specialist ability thing too, the energy mine. The energy mine is super useful. I feel like I don't see a lot of people use it when I've seen other people play Cold War Zombies, but yeah, you can take out like huge crowds of zombies just like that. So it's always kind of weird to me how like YouTube right now is telling me, you know, my stream is in excellent condition, and then on the other side of things, Elgato, my Elgato program is like, you don't have barely any bandwidth. But I mean, I guess it doesn't necessarily matter a ton because 720p streaming is not, you know, super intensive. But I actually, speaking of 720p, another thing I had considered doing for this stream and then just couldn't really, like, didn't have the time to really, like, plan it out fully or anything. I had thought about doing a PS3 game and kind of doing, like, an obscure game multiplayer thing like I've talked about before. But honestly, I was kind of thinking about it. It's like, you know, night of Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, there's a lot of people that are going to be asleep. And, like, also streaming from the Elgato Game Capture HD instead of the HD 60, I'm not sure, like, if there's actually any difference because of the unit itself when it comes to, like, processing or whatever. But, yeah, it just seemed to me like it was a better idea for me to just stick with this idea. So, what was I gonna do? I want to get another primary weapon, and I want to get another perk. I want to get that. So there's still like one or two more perks that I could get, but honestly I don't think either of them are very useful, so I don't think I will do those, especially the one that lets you see enemies through walls, because I mean, like, in zombies mode, like, do you really need to see them through walls? Is that an AUG? This will be maybe useful. Let's go ahead and try to hit it again real quick before next round starts. Oh, teddy bear. Okay, well, never mind then. Although it could pop up somewhere more useful, like right here. Right there. Be great if it landed right there. Really hope it does not land underground somewhere. Okay, yeah, the AUG is more powerful than I remembered it being. But I do not like the scope that it has. This is the infrared. Infrared scope, not very useful for zombies mode. I thought I might pack a punch this sooner than I was originally planning on, just because it is actually more powerful than I expected.
Nailed a bunch of them.
Yeah, I guess the next thing is to just pack punch weapons, and then I've got really all the perks that I wanted. But that's going to take a little while to save up the points to do the pack a punching. So honestly, doing a live stream at this like time of night is reminding me of doing all the radio stuff I did at college, because like middle of the night talking to strangers on the internet.
I probably should try to pack much the DIE again. Probably should focus on that, just because it is the most useful weapon. I mean, it is the wonder weapon after all. Although I do believe this level also has the ray gun. Not sure if I've ever gotten the ray gun in Black Ops Cold War actually. Oh, Hound round anyway. Okay. Alright, well that one just turned friendly. So you might end up doing most of the work for us. Oh, never mind. Ooh, we are actually getting kind of low in health here, so we need to be careful. Well, I totally forgot that I had the stim shots until right now, and I just looked over. So those are extremely useful. Only issue with the stim shots is that if you don't have at least one in your inventory, your character doesn't automatically pick up more. So you got to be really careful about like paying attention if you're using your last one, because if you use your last one, then your character won't automatically pick up anymore. You'll have to pick up another one manually to start picking them up automatically again. Man, my hands are dry, wow. And my throat, geez, from talking so much. Oh, goodness. We end up sleeping all day Christmas Day. By the way, I don't even know if I've said Merry Christmas yet. Merry Christmas to everybody. It's actually almost Christmas Day in my time zone now, about 45 minutes left till that. It's already Christmas on a whole ton of, well, I mean, Christmas Eve is Christmas to me, but whole ton of people probably are already on Christmas Day, because I mean, I know one time zone to my east, it's Christmas Day already, and then past that, it's pretty much Christmas Day most other places. Actually, you know, I keep mentioning Santa, and, well, I don't keep mentioning Santa. I mentioned Santa and stuff earlier. I wonder where he is right now. I should check the Santa tracker again. Would pop it up on the screen, but like I said, using the inbuilt Elgato software doesn't necessarily allow that super easily, so... I'm trying to remember, for a while I did have something set up, like using the Elgato software. Like I had used Streamlabs for a very tiny amount of time just to like kind of play around with it, and I did actually get it set up to have like a subscriber counter and stuff. Would be cool to try to set up at least some sort of scenes, so that way in the future I can mess around with stuff, or at the very least have like a be right back type screen.
I could do this all day.
Where did the Megaton go? Let's try to use the combat bow here. I don't know if I actually hit it. Yeah, I think I did. Where'd it go? No, don't lock onto that zombie. That's not gonna work. Oh, I missed. Dang it, I meant to cancel the shot, press the wrong button. There it is. Did I hit it, or did I? No, okay, yeah, I got it. There we go, now it's splitting.
Ha! I never waste ammo.
Alright, now, should hopefully be able to take out at least one of the halves with the combat bow. Not sure if the Megaton is like especially susceptible to fire or something, because there's also the hand cannon weapon, which you would think would have a similar amount of damage, but it actually doesn't. It's not as effective. Also, I said Merry Christmas earlier. I've been trying to be especially conscious this year of other holidays and stuff. I mean, I've always tried to be conscious of it, but just like when I was in college and stuff, meet a lot of different people, celebrate a lot of different stuff. So also, you celebrate Hanukkah. I know that happened. I think I said almost exactly the same sentence. No, that happened kind of early this year. Happened started in November. So if you celebrated Hanukkah, hope you had a good Hanukkah. And then also Kwanzaa starts on December 26th, I believe. So if you celebrate that, hope you have a good Kwanzaa. And I don't know if there's any other holidays around this season. But I know that other people celebrate other stuff around now. So if you celebrate something else, hope that also goes well too. So I always remember Saints Row 4 had they had that Christmas add-on that I really like that add-on. I would like to maybe do that like some other year for Christmas stream thing. I don't have it installed anywhere right now, but they did that Christmas add-on and how the Saints saved Christmas, and that was a really good add-on. And I remember in that they actually they talk about the different holidays, and they have Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and then they also have Festivus. And I was like, what the heck is Festivus? Turns out it's from like Friends, like the TV show Friends. So I feel like that sentence is probably applicable to more things than you would expect. Just being like, oh, that's from the TV show Friends. It was like my dad sent me something the other day. I don't remember what it was, but it was something he was like, oh, I guess that's from Seinfeld. And I was like, huh. Oh, it was the Christmas Eve stuff. Yeah, I made a blog post over on the-wolf.com. I did it. I uploaded it on Christmas Eve, and it was about like what does Santa do the rest of the year, and my dad read it and he was getting kind of a kick out of it, and because Christmas Eve has been kind of like I said in the blog post, Christmas Eve has been like a thing in my family, and I don't remember where it started. My dad was saying something about like I guess like he'd looked it up and there was pictures, or maybe was Festivus from Seinfeld? Maybe I'm thinking of it wrong. Actually, Festivus might have been from Seinfeld, and the Christmas Eve thing might have been from Friends. I'm not sure. Regardless, yeah. Actually, now I think about it, I really need to start figuring out what I'm doing with the blog for next year, because the way I have it set up, I might need to reorganize some stuff so that way everything fits in properly. And I need to start working on like I said, I've been trying to do 2 blog posts a month. I need to start working on some other blog posts. I've been working on one kind of on and off for a little while about buying used PC games, because as I said earlier, found a really cool store that I like going to, and they sell like a whole bunch of used media stuff, and they're one of the few stores that sells used PC games. You gotta be really careful about buying used PC games, because there's always all sorts of like copy protection and stuff on those, which it makes sense because they don't want their games to get pirated, but it also kind of almost eliminates the secondhand market sometimes. And I was making a guide on like just general like stuff to watch out for if you're gonna buy a used PC game, to like have the least chance of did the mystery box pop up in like almost the same exact spot, or is it underground now? To avoid possibly accidentally buying a game that's not going to work. And I've been working on it, but that post is going to take like way longer than I expected, because I got to get pictures of some of my games and stuff to use as examples. Also, again, apologies for the various small sniffles as I'm streaming. But like I said, as I've been like doing something now, it seems like my sinuses have opened back up a little bit, so that's good. I remember this one time. Here's a fun gaming story for you. This one time when I was in, oh dang it, I just swapped my Molotov cocktails by accident. Crap.
Arming C4.
This one, wow, that worked really well. This one time when I was in high school, like I said, funny gaming story. Kind of, not necessarily super funny, but this one time when I was in high school, so you guys remember when the PS4 first came out and Infamous Second Son came out? It wasn't like a debut title, I don't think, but it was like a kind of a showcase title. That happened when I was a freshman in high school, and I remember specifically, like... Oh, wait, no, I'm confusing two stories here. Well, I'll tell you guys both of them, because they're both interesting. So, as for the infamous Second Son thing, I guess it kind of makes it less interesting since it's not really all a combined story. But regardless, so the infamous Second Son thing, it kind of has to do with winter and Christmassy time and everything. So infamous Second Son had come out, and I don't remember if I got it on launch day or what, but it was coming out. I think it was coming out. Yeah, I think it was coming out on a Friday, and I think I pre-ordered it because I got like the special edition of it, and I remember being really excited about it and everything, and like looking forward to playing it because I was a big fan of the Infamous series, because I was a big fan of the Sly Cooper series. I'm just a big fan of Sucker Punch's games, although I haven't played Ghost of Tsushima yet. But anyway, so I had pre-ordered it and everything. It was coming out on Friday, I think, and I remember being really excited. And like the Thursday before, you know, it came out, I remember one of my teachers in high school was going to assign us this like huge science project and was going to want it done like that Monday, and I was like, oh, come on, like I want to play Infamous. But if I remember right, luckily like the whole class kind of was like groaned, and she changed it so that she gave us like a whole extra week to do it, so then I had plenty of time to play Infamous and plenty of time to do that science project. But the other thought, the reason I was getting it kind of mixed up was because the other thing that happened, it was in relation to sinuses, not gaming, but, you know, I was just mentioning sinuses, but what ended up happening the other time was, and it was the same class, this one day, it was the morning in high school, and I think I mentioned before, I used to live in a place that got a lot of snow in like cold weather, and I don't anymore, but thank goodness, because it was not good for my allergies. But so yeah, I used to live in this place that got a lot of snow and everything. And this one day I was sitting in science class, and I think it was like one of the first classes I had. And so I was sitting in science class, and we're going through the lesson, and it was snowing like a madman out. Like, people thought we were going to have school canceled or whatever, maybe, but it was one of those things where the snow didn't actually start till later in the day, so they didn't cancel school or anything. So, you know, the day had just kind of started. I was in first or second class, and it was that science class, and I was sitting there, and then all of a sudden, you know, we heard the like bing bong for the announcement system for the school, for the principal to talk. And the principal actually canceled class for the rest of the day. He had come on the announcements, and he was like, starting after the next period or whatever, you know, everybody's going to go home early. I don't remember if we got lunch that day or not. I think we might have gotten lunch still. Yeah, it was crazy, because, like, you know, we were all obviously excited to be able to go home early and whatnot. But our teacher, the science teacher, she actually, I remember she was like, wow, you guys are so lucky. I've been working here for like 8 years or whatever. She was like, that is the second time I've ever seen that happen. So that was pretty cool. I remember that. And I remember, I don't think we got the next day off or anything, but, you know, I was really excited about that. Actually, I have a lot of like winter kind of memories, which I guess, like, might as well talk about them, since nobody's really talking in the chat, so might as well make this stream, like, actually enjoyable to view the archived version of, because usually I just take them down, because normally my streams aren't that interesting, but I've been saying some interesting stuff this time, so, trying to think, other winter stories. I have another Call of Duty Zombies related winter story, kind of Christmassy. Sorry for the sniffle there. I was like, if I'm gonna sniffle or whatever, I need to turn the microphone off for a second to do so, but I keep forgetting to do that. Dang it, I want to go pack a punch this, I think. Because, yeah, it makes more sense for me to pack a punch the AUG than double pack a punch the MG yet. Specifically a Call of Duty Zombie story. Although I'm actually going to wait a minute to say that, because like I said, I've been talking nonstop for like an hour and a half already, so I kind of want to give my voice a little break. But I promise I will tell you guys about it in a minute here, so I'm going to be kind of quieter for a little bit. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to grab a drink of water really quick. So I will be right back once again. I'm not even going to be gone for like a whole minute probably. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have returned from getting that water. Just checking Twitter real quick just to see if there was anything interesting and see if anybody responded to my tweet about the stream, which I kind of doubt because not that many people really respond to my tweets, which is fine. I mean, don't really have that many followers on there, but yeah. Oh wait, I did get some notifications. People, oh, Club Penguin Lore responded to me. This is totally unrelated to the stream. This is more in relation to the Club Penguin video that I uploaded earlier. Which actually, I wonder how that's doing also. I hope the stream doesn't like crash because I'm checking all this stuff at once. But hang on one second. I'm just looking at some stuff. And I promise that I will tell you guys all about... Did I lose a subscriber during the stream? Oh my god. That's hilarious. Oh man. Yeah, I went down by a subscriber since I started the stream. Oh goodness. Oh, and somebody actually commented on one of my videos also. So somebody was saying about the Thrustmaster video. They were saying that they wish it wasn't so hard to turn the wheel. Yeah, the Thrustmaster T80, I like that wheel a lot, but it definitely can have its shortcomings. But yeah, just an update on what I was saying though. I tweeted at Club Penguin Lore earlier because when I was recording that Club Penguin video, I realized that there was a train in the coffee shop, and so I tweeted at him, and I said like, urgent question, where does the train go outside of the Christmas party? And he responded and said that maybe the lodge attic, so I will have to go ahead and like that and everything later. I'll have to try to remember to do that because I am streaming right now. Yeah, but let me hop back into the game and I will tell you guys about the Snow Day Call of Duty memory that I'm mentioning thinking about. I don't know if I've told this story before. I don't think I have. At least not on live streams or whatever. I might have mentioned it on Twitter or something, but yeah, in terms of like snow days and stuff. Oh, now I got hiccups. So if you guys live in an area that's like kind of I don't know, an area that gets snow days, because I know there's a lot of warm areas that don't really get snow days, and then there's a lot of cold areas that don't really get snow days because it's like they expect everybody to be hardened against it. The area that I used to live in that I mentioned earlier that got a lot of snow, it was kind of in between. Like sometimes they would call a snow day and you'd be like, why did you call a snow day? And then other times it would be like -2 outside and they'd like not even do anything. I remember this one time we had a 2-hour delay in high school and they literally didn't even shovel out the sidewalk. It was like, y'all delayed the thing by 2 hours and you didn't even take the time to do anything. But anyway, so this memory that I'm thinking of now in relation to Call of Duty and snow days and stuff. So it was a really snowy day. I don't remember if they closed it from like anticipated snow or like actual snow, but I remember by the time like the morning had rolled around, there was more snow than usual outside, and you know, they called and they had canceled school or whatever. Maybe I saw it on the website or something for the school, so I remember being really excited, and I remember it was just very cozy, and what I ended up doing, because it was pretty snowy, and it was kind of a pain because I had to go like shovel some stuff afterwards, but I ended up spending a big chunk of the day just like I should go double pack a punch the MG. I ended up spending a good chunk of the day playing Call of Duty Zombies, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies, but in particular I actually was playing Grief Mode, and that was just a ton of fun to play that. Grief Mode is a lot of fun. I have a whole video about it on the channel somewhere. And yeah, I don't know what it was about that day, but it was like there was just a bunch of people playing Grief Mode, and sometimes it's hard to find matches, so I was very happy to find matches. And if you can get into a match of Grief on Black Ops 2 that the people like playing with you actually like know how to play Grief Mode and how it works and everything, because as I said in that video a long time ago, the game doesn't actually tell you how it works. It can be a ton of fun to play Grief Mode. So I remember I ended up playing it for like a long time. It was a very cozy day. Like I said, you know, there was all the snow outside. Didn't have school because of snow day. Playing Call of Duty, playing a mode that I didn't usually get to play because people weren't normally online or whatever. That was a really cool, fun day. Although it kind of sucked afterwards having to shovel all that snow because there was a ton of snow. So. And then I remember another time with snow days. What was it? There was this one time I had been in high school. Most of the snow day memories I have are from like high school. There was this one time, and we had a break. I don't even remember what break it was. It might have been like our Christmas break, and like when it ended, it ended on like a Wednesday, and so it was a Thursday and a Friday, and then you had, you know, a weekend or whatever. I think, or maybe it was like, I'm trying to remember how this worked. You know what? I don't think that was actually how it was. I think it was that we were about to go on a break, and we ended up getting snowed in the Thursday. We got a snow day. And then it was like we had a week off, and then we got a snow day on the Thursday, and then it was like, oh man, so we're gonna have like one day and then the break, and then they ended up canceling school the next day too, the Friday. So it was awesome because it was like a 2-day head start to a week-long vacation. So that was a really good set of snow days there. Trying to remember other stuff. I remember that there was one year when I was in high school that we got like a ton of is there another megaton? There was one time when I was in high school, one year, and we got like a ton of 2-hour delays and stuff like that. And I remember it was kind of nice in some ways because even though it wasn't snow days, it was like all the days felt like way shorter. So that was always nice because I think on some of the 2-hour delay days, we also would end up getting out early. So that was always really nice. And then in college, I mean, I keep talking about high school. I went through college too now. Yeah, college didn't really cancel for stuff. I don't think I ever had a college really cancel anything. Never had like a campus-wide snow day. There was a couple times I think where professors would cancel classes. That's the thing in college. A lot of professors are kind of like behind the specifics of whether or not they have class. There was a few times I remember where like it would be pretty snowy sometimes. And professors would cancel classes. Really, the only time I ever saw like a full campus-wide cancellation of anything was when all this COVID stuff started happening, and then a bunch of stuff shut down from that, like immediately. I think it was like the vice chancellor of my college like emailed all of us and was like, I'm suspending classes for like another week. which was, it was kind of, if if it didn't lead to 2 years of lockdown, it would have been kind of nice, because it was actually almost like having another week after a break, because we had just gotten back from a week-long break, and then we had like 1 day of classes, and then stuff got canceled for another week. And I played some really good video games during that. We got sent home the day that Call of Duty Warzone came out, and I ended up playing that a whole bunch. I played Death Stranding during that week. I might have played Deadly Premonition. I think I played Need for Speed Heat. I played a bunch of good games. But as I said, it kind of sucks that it's been going on like, 2 years now. As I mentioned the other day on Twitter and in that community post where I was getting kind of frustrated with stuff. It is really frustrating just how long the pandemic's been going on. But, it's, yeah. At least we got the internet. Imagine how boring this would have been in like the 80s. Although I guess then in the 80s we would have like a big set collection to listen to. But anyway. Yeah, speaking of 80s, y'all ever watch Black Mirror Bandersnatch? I watched that a couple weeks ago. Or maybe even a few months ago. I don't even know. Time is like totally lost to me lately. Pretty good, although like, I don't know. It was good, but I got kind of confused by it. Not confused by the actual plot. Like I followed the plot pretty easily, but I got kind of confused by I don't know. I guess just like the setup of it. There was a lot going on in Bandersnatch all the time. If you haven't watched it, it is definitely pretty cool because it's interactive and everything. But yeah, and also if you watch it on certain game consoles, it'll actually make your controller vibrate, which is pretty cool. And speaking of stuff to watch, also, have any of you guys seen High Rise Invasion? Yeah, I watched that. I don't even know why I watched that, honestly. I just kind of watched it. Like, Netflix kept suggesting it to me. I really don't watch that many shows because I mainly just play video games. And, watch YouTube videos and stuff. But Netflix kept suggesting High Rise Invasion to me, so, eventually I decided to check it out, and, I don't really watch that much anime. Like, I think, I think that people kind of have this weird notion that, like, if you watch anime, you're, like, either somebody who's never watched anime before, or, like, you're, like, an ultra anime fan. There's, like, never any in-between. I really am, like, in-between. Like, anime is just, like, another form of show to me. So, I watched High Rise Invasion, and I saw a lot of negative reviews of it online, and honestly, I can understand that. Like, I haven't watched that much anime, so I guess I wouldn't really know, like, a good one from a bad one. But, I didn't really think it was that bad. Although the ending of it is, like, I don't want to spoil anything, but it's a really weird cliffhanger. Like, it's a very abrupt cliffhanger, so, but I don't know if they're going to have a season 2 or not. I know that the manga it's based off of, though, has, like, oh geez, I think like 36 volumes or something like that, maybe? So, I'm not exactly sure how it all lines up with the TV show, but I've been tempted to try to get the manga, actually, just because now, I watched the whole season, now I'm invested in it, and now I want to know what happens. So, but the problem is the manga is actually kind of expensive. Like, I checked on eBay, and it was like $200 for the full English collection. It was like, geez, I'm not that interested, But I watched some pretty good shows on Netflix over the past couple months. Didn't really watch any other anime. I watched Squid Game, and this Squid Game was really popular, and I watched it. And I had already watched a couple of Korean shows. There's some really good Korean shows. But Squid Game was good, but I don't know. I don't think it was as good as, like, I don't know how to put it. It's one of those things where it's like, that was a good show, but I'm not really sure why it became Netflix's, like, most viewed show ever. That type of thing. That's kind of how I feel about Squid Game. Like, I definitely, like, it was good, like, to watch. It was a cool show. But, like, I don't understand why it became such a phenomenon, because, like, I don't know. I just didn't really see that, like, what was so unique about it. Watched that. What other? I watched some other Korean shows. I watched Crash Landing on You, which I know sounds probably really weird for you know, me to say, but I watched that. That's a Korean soap opera, and it's about a like wealthy South Korean lady who accidentally like literally crash lands in North Korea on this like handsome North Korean general, and you guys can guess what happens from there. That's a long show. That show has like 16 episodes, and they're all like an hour and a half long. It's insane how long that show is. But it's really good. It is a really good show. Did I just get a text? Oh, dang it. Yeah, I did. Hang on. 1 second. Need to respond to this. Oh, goodness. Texting. See, that's the good thing about not really having any viewers, is, you know, you don't have to worry about, like, actually being entertaining. I'm not sure, since this stream is going pretty okay, I've been, like, staying occupied and saying interesting stuff. I might actually end up downloading this and like editing it and uploading it as like a better video in the future. What was I saying though? Oh, so Crash Landing on You. Yeah, that's a pretty good show. Again, I don't know how many of my viewers are gonna want to watch a soap opera, but it's like pretty action-packed for a soap opera in some of those episodes. It's a really good show, and I enjoyed it. A friend of mine suggested that I watch it, and so I did, and it was pretty good. I also watched The Uncanny Counter, which, you know, I'll talk about that one in a minute because I want to talk about a different show. But The Uncanny Counter, I haven't heard anybody talk about really, and I want to talk about it. But I also watched Alice in Borderland. Yeah, that was a really good show, and I've heard like other people talk about it, and I know it's popular enough to get a second season, which I really hope comes out soon. Kind of a similar general concept as Squid Game, of like mysterious games that need to be played, but in like a whole different context. Supposedly it's based on Alice in Borderland, and there's a lot of aspects of it that are like from Alice in Borderland, I guess. Like the main character is Arisu, which is kind of like a Japanese. It's a Japanese show. That one's not Korean, which is kind of like a Japanese way of like. Kind of a Japanese equivalent of the name Alice. And there's also like the Hatter and stuff. But that's a really good show, really mysterious. Kind of wish that they had done more in the first season instead of kind of leaving it like, oh, you know, like a really, like they left a lot of stuff unanswered so they could do like a in-depth second season, I think. But I do kind of wish that they had like answered more of the questions they raised in season 1, but still a very good show. But yeah, okay, so The Uncanny Counter. I haven't really heard people mention The Uncanny Counter, and I don't really know why. It's kind of a weird show, like, compared to the other shows that I've been talking about. Not really weird, but just kind of like a different concept. It's kind of like a superhero show. It's this group of people, and they fight, like, demons that take over people's bodies. And I really, really enjoyed it. But the only thing that got me about it, and again, I'm trying not to really spoil anything, the only thing that got me about The Uncanny Counter was that the plot line of it changes, like, partially through. Like, when you start watching it, you think it's going to be specifically about this group of people going and, like, pretty much exorcising demons from people. But eventually, it kind of gets into, like, political conspiracies, and the demon stuff is still there. But, like, the political conspiracy stuff starts kind of becoming the main plot. And it just feels weird because it feels like they're totally underusing the fact that these characters are, like, fighting demons. So I hope if that show gets a second season, which I think it might already have a confirmed second season. Hope the second season of that show goes a little bit back more to the whole, like, demon fighting focus instead of that weird kind of shift in tone. But, yeah. Still a good show, though. Still a very good show. so distracted by talking. I think it took me like forever to finish that last round. Alright, back to the actual game though. Need to try to get a third upgrade for the Dead Thunder Blast, which I should really just start using because it's super useful and I haven't barely been using it. Oh, another hiccup. I think 5 might be the max you can have for pickups, because I'm just noticing like my stim shots haven't gone past 5, and I don't think they ever have any time I've played.
I have the technology.
Another nice thing about the die machine is that you don't have to like specifically be aimed necessarily directly at the enemies that you want to like evaporate. You can kind of just aim in their general direction and then it attacks multiple at the same time. That wasn't even a sniffle or anything. That was just my throat getting dry again. I need to shut up for a little bit. But again, if anybody's watching has any thoughts or opinions or anything, make sure to let me know in the chat. And I am paying attention to it, so I will respond and stuff.
Military tech gets better every day.
Says that we've had a total of 5 seconds of watch time and 4 unique viewers. So, you know. I was kind of shocked the other night. I noticed that one of my videos started getting a bunch of comments. Not a bunch of comments, but a couple comments, like back to back. And then I realized, like, wait a minute, this is like way more views than I thought this had. And it said, Max Payne 3's Forgotten Melee Weapons video, and it turns out somebody actually posted it on the Max Payne Reddit, and a bunch of people watched it there and like visited it from there and stuff, which was really cool, because that made that video like go up in views by like a ton in one night. And I mean, it still doesn't have a ton of views. It's got like 100 something, like 120 now. Still very cool to see that you know, a bunch of people from like that are big fans of Max Payne watched it. Which, I mean, I'm a big fan of Max Payne also. I'm a big fan of a lot of games, so I play a lot of different games. But actually, I was looking when I was as I mentioned earlier today, which actually there's only 8 minutes left in Christmas Eve, for me at least, for my time zone. When I went to Insta-kill is so useful with this weapon. When I went to that store earlier that I've been mentioning, oh crap, I keep forgetting I need to pack a bunch of the other weapons, and I need to pack a bunch of this again. Actually, let me just make sure the stream is still doing alright. Real quick. Yeah, it's still up there. Cool. Anything else interesting happening? I really posted that Club Penguin Holiday Party 2009 video like 20 minutes before starting the stream. What is going on YouTube? Why am I getting... Oh yeah, now live on the channel, and then, because that's the stream, and then, yeah, okay, that all makes sense. What was I mentioning? I was mentioning something before. Oh, Max Payne stuff, yeah. I have another thing to say about that in a second. And then there was that comment that I got. Hang on, I'm just checking some notifications off right now, really. The joys of live streaming. Yeah, so Max Payne. When I was at that store earlier that I like a lot, that I mentioned that I got some stuff from earlier today, some pretty cool stuff. I looked for another copy of Max Payne 3 for PS3 because I have a video idea, and the only issue is that it would require me to have Max Payne 3 on 2 devices.
This is what I do.
And because it would require me, it has to do with multiplayer. I don't want to spoil what it is, but it would have to do with multiplayer, and I would need to be able to record from 2 perspectives at kind of like the same time. And the issue is that I can't even even if somebody offered to help me out and record their perspective or whatever, since Max Payne 3 is offline on everything except for PC, probably wouldn't be possible. So I would I kind of need to do it over LAN or whatever. And in order to do that, I need to get another copy of Max Payne 3, and I do have another PlayStation 3. Actually, not to sound like hoity-toity or whatever, I actually own 3 PlayStation 3s. However, I did not mean to own 3 PlayStation 3s. The one that I have is the original PS3 that I had, and it actually is broken now, so that one doesn't even work. I have a second one that I used for a while, and then that one also seemingly broke. It started having a fan issue, but it does still work enough to the point where I would probably be able to use it for this video idea that I have as the second player. And then I have the main PS3 that I got as a gift a couple years ago because a family member of mine, my mom specifically, knew that my PS3 broke and that it's one of my favorite consoles. So, but anyway, so I already have the 2 PS3s that I need, but I need another copy of Max Payne 3, and so when I was at that store earlier, I figured I would look for one, and I was amazed they didn't have it. I thought to myself, it's one of those stores that they'll sell scratched stuff at a deep discount, so I thought to myself, oh, maybe I can find a scratched but not broken copy, without the case or whatever, for a couple cents. And no, I couldn't find. For one, they were totally sold out of all that stock, which was really weird. And then, what was the other thing? And then I looked even in the normal section. It was they were all sold out of all the they didn't have any copies of Max Payne 3, and I was kind of amazed. I was I always run into copies of Max Payne 3, and I've never needed a second one until I had this idea, and now I can't seem to find one for cheap. So, but I'm not really that concerned about it, honestly. It's kind of a far off video idea anyway. I've got multiple other video ideas that would probably be better for me to work on first. So do things in order and everything. Although at the same point, I just want to still say that I still am in the not making a ton of talking videos mode or anything, because as I mentioned on Twitter in that community post the other day, just so much stuff going on right now. Just tons of just real life stuff going on, and as I mentioned in the Club Penguin video earlier, it's all hopefully leading up to some cool stuff, but it's just one of those things where all the cool stuff is still pretty far away, and so all the stuff now just feels like stress, but I'm working on getting everything done, and hopefully it will all get done in a timely manner and all that type of stuff, and then hopefully I can go back to non-stressed wolf. So and I haven't started on the next playthrough yet. I will soon. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what game I want to play. I've got a few ideas. I did that poll where I asked what people wanted to see, and there was one vote on it for pretty much something besides racing or FPS, because I've been playing a lot of racing and FPS games on playthroughs lately. So I've got a few ideas. I'm not totally sure what I'll play, but probably will start on that soon. So I've kind of meant to start on it a few times now, and just haven't gotten around to it yet. Mainly because of all the real life crap I've been having to do lately. So. I thought about doing a playthrough of Stranglehold, But I'm not going to be doing a playthrough of Stranglehold right now because, and the Max Payne series. I'd like to play through that in the future, but not that right now either. Was going to maybe do a playthrough of Stranglehold, but the issue with Stranglehold is that I bought it, I have it on PC, and it plays fine on PC and everything, and I could record it on PC. Only issue though is just I do not feel like reinstalling it on PC, and I kind of just played through it. Like I played through it, it was okay. It wasn't super long or anything. Didn't overstay its welcome. It's a pretty fun game. Yeah, and then I uninstalled it afterwards because my computer has like I really need to clear up space on my computer. There's a bunch of old games on there that I like installed and then haven't played yet. So I've been trying to play some of the games I have on there to finish them and like clear up space and stuff. Like I played through the original Assassin's Creed on there because I had it installed for like a while. And I did the same thing with Stranglehold. So I just uninstalled it. It's like I don't really want to reinstall it just to do a playthrough again. So it is a pretty good game. Although, I will say, if you've heard all the stuff about, like, Stranglehold, where people are like, oh, it's like Max Payne, if you like Max Payne, play Stranglehold, that's semi-true. Absolutely, it's a lot like Max Payne, but, the graphics are, like, comparing it to Max Payne 3, the graphics are definitely, like, not as great, and, the gameplay is a little different. There's still the slow-motion jumps and everything like that, but the gameplay definitely feels a little different. Still a very good game. But yeah, and I'm curious to see how that game that I picked up, Wet, plays. So, I have a feeling that'll be like an in-between. Might even try to play that tomorrow. Oh, hey, it's Merry Christmas. It's actual Christmas now. It's Christmas Day. It just became Christmas Day like a minute ago. So that's very cool. So, yeah, Merry Christmas. Hope Santa has visited all you guys and everything. So, actually, I meant to check a while ago. I wanted to see where he was. If you guys don't know NORAD Santa, this is the best Santa tracker. See, he's probably in the U.S. right now, or Canada or something. He's probably in this hemisphere. Yeah, he's in Iowa right now, heading for Wyoming. So, yeah, he's been through a fair amount of the U.S. already. Looks like he's got a lot of Canada left to do, though. Over 6.2 billion gifts delivered. Man, that dude is busy. Actually, when I woke up earlier, fun fact, so I mentioned earlier on that I was doing this stream at this time partially because one of my most viewed regions is the Philippines. When I woke up this morning, I checked the Santa tracker, and he had just finished up in Taiwan, and he was heading towards the Philippines, which was kind of cool. Because it's like, hey, people watch my videos from there.
This thing futuristic enough for you?
Speaking of the Philippines, I know that a lot of the my viewers from the Philippines, that a lot of you guys like came from the ZMR in Mars stuff. Would be cool to make some more videos on that game. I just really haven't yet. Although I really do enjoy playing ZMR in Mars. I just don't play it like a ton. I kind of forget about it sometimes. Okay, now that the Megaton is gone, now hopefully this next round we can kind of get like a few slow zombies and go pack-a-punch some stuff because we have ample points to do so. Sorry about all the chair creaks. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? The Philippines. Oh yeah. Also in relation to ZMR, I still haven't gotten that package yet that I had said that I was getting for Mars, that statue thing. I don't know when that'll get here. I definitely do trust that Suba Games probably is sending it or whatever, but I have a feeling it might be coming from like across the ocean, so it probably could take like a while to get here yet. But that will be cool to see that whatever exactly they're sending me 3D model. I'm assuming it's going to be like a little statue or figurine kind of thing. So that'll be cool, and I am going to try to do an unboxing video of that so long as I like recognize what it is before I open it. Oh my god, another Megaton? I just knocked one of you guys out. Jesus. Ridiculous. Oh no, we're getting kind of low on health. Let's use a stim shot. Actually, I haven't used any. I'm gonna try to take this Megaton out quickly, so that way then I can focus on the normal zombies and hopefully get enough of a breather at the end to upgrade weapons more. Are there 2 Megatons? Or is it just one? Do that. I think it's just one. Okay. Goodness. Uh-oh. Getting low on health again. Come on, start regenerating. Jeez. Have another one of these. Use that. Don't know how useful that. Okay, that worked pretty well. Yeah, the Megatons are just so annoying in this level. Like, I get that it, it makes sense to have a boss in zombies mode and everything, and like a recurring boss. But they just make it so hard to do anything because of the fact that they don't follow rounds. Like, if they followed rounds, it'd be so much better, because then it would be like, okay, just focus on the Megaton at the end of the round. But you can't. You gotta leave other zombies to actually, like, fully do it, and it's frustrating, but whatever. That's just the game for you. Imagine how many Megatons somebody who set one of those world records I was mentioning earlier must have to fight. One of those like 1 bajillion round world records. Must be insane. But yeah, I really want to pack a bunch of these guns, so that way they actually do some more damage, because right now they're not doing a ton of damage. Sorry, this round is going to take a little while, guys, because I really got to take care of the Megaton. Oh, somebody's in the chat. Passerk? How do you pronounce your name? Hey, nice to see you made a new CPSC video. I'm one of the people who worked on it. Hey, thanks. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I wanted to... I've been trying to make more holiday-themed videos, because I never really got to make holiday-themed videos for a long time that I've had the channel, because I was in college and, a little while of high school when I first started the channel. So, yeah, and since I like Club Penguin, and since there's a lot of people on the channel who like the Club Penguin stuff, I've been doing the exploring the old holiday parties. So yeah, it's been cool to do that. And CPSC is just so useful for that kind of stuff, because it's Club Penguin private servers can be kind of shady, so it's better to just do the single player thing. What did you work on for CPSC? I've talked to Stick a lot about it. So I think, speaking of streams and CPSC, I think in the future it could be interesting to do a CPSC live stream where I don't know, actually I should make sure the live stream's even still working. Make sure that everything's still up and running. I haven't checked in a little bit, and with how iffy my setup can be. Go ahead and make sure. It's kind of, I think that's just my preview screwing up though. Oh dang it, I might have to refresh my page here in a second. The website, some other tweaks to it, like with the music. Okay, so that's That's pretty cool. So I guess like, did you do like HTML type stuff and whatnot? I've been exploring HTML stuff myself with my website. Wow, my stream is like really close to real time. Holy crap. What was I saying? I think it'd be cool to do like a live stream with CPSC sometime and like maybe like take viewer requests. Only thing is, like, that's the type of thing where I would need to make sure that people were actually going to watch. And, well, I don't know how I really would do that, so, you know. But it'd be cool to do that, especially because, like, I know how to make the mods for it and everything now. So, yeah, as in HTML and stuff. Yeah, yeah, CPSC is really useful, like I said. So... What do you think of, actually, I have a question for you, since you're involved in all the Club Penguin stuff also in the Club Penguin community. What do you think of all the NFT stuff that's been going on with it lately? Have you heard about that? I've been seeing a lot about that lately. Twitter, like, keeps suggesting all of it to me for some reason, with all the NFT issues with Club Penguin lately. Oh no. What NFTs? Oh geez, so haven't you heard it? So what ended up happening, I guess, was that I don't know if you know Bitsy Mouse. Haven't seen any Club Penguin NFTs. Well, then you're kind of lucky, man. Yeah, I guess what ended up happening, the artist Bitsy Mouse, who I hadn't really heard of until all this happened, but like I follow like Club Penguin lore and a few other people over on Twitter, and they're like heavily involved in the Club Penguin community stuff, so they pay attention to a lot of this type of stuff. I guess what ended up happening was Bitsy Mouse, who does commission stuff for like Club Penguin style characters and stuff, somebody commissioned them and a few other people. I'm not actually sure what their pronouns are. I think Bitsy Mouse uses she, her. I'm not totally sure. But some people commissioned Bitsy Mouse and a few other like people who do Club Penguin style art, and they were making NFTs out of it without like first kind of like telling them that that's what they were going to do with the commissioned art. And so there was some issues with that, and alongside that, which I mean, you know, contracts and stuff kind of make that whole thing iffy, because even though it sucks for Bitsy Mouse without a contract, kind of can't really do a whole ton about it. But was that most NFTs are just cheap crash grabs, and NFT infrastructure isn't even decentralized. Yeah, a lot of the NFT stuff is kind of like shady and stuff. But as for the Club Penguin stuff, yeah, I keep getting distracted. So what ended up happening was Bitsy Mouse, their stuff got turned into NFTs without you know, permission or whatever. Which again, like I said, since it's a commission, it's kind of awkward with legality or whatever. But the issue alongside that though is that the people who were doing it specifically were like very much copyright infringing on Club Penguin, which looks bad on the whole Club Penguin community because it just makes Disney angry again. And so you know, people have been trying to like call on Disney to I need to really get rid of this Megaton. I'm getting really annoyed. So people have been trying to call on Disney to like shut it down, and yeah, it's been kind of a little bit of a mess with all that lately. Something interesting though that actually happened to me earlier today in relation to that. So one of the things, the NFT project that's been causing a lot of the controversy mainly is called Penguins in Peril, and so I've been to their website a few times, and people were saying that like, people were, if you go to the Penguins in Peril website, the people who were behind it were saying that they were going to donate to like the WWF and stuff for it, that they were going to donate like $50,000 to the WWF. And so, but the way they made it look a ton like they were actually partnered with the WWF. So me, being the little investigative reporter that I am, I actually got into contact with the WWF, which is the World Wildlife Foundation, and asked them like, hey, are you partnered with Penguins in Peril? They're kind of using your logo, because everybody was getting in contact with Disney about it. So I thought to myself, well, they're also using the WWF's logos and everything to promote this whole thing. And the WWF took a little while to email me back, but they actually emailed me back today and confirmed that no, they do not have any sort of connection with that NFT project. And they actually said that they were investigating it further. So, yeah, so even if Disney doesn't do anything, Penguins in Peril might have some issues coming from the WWF soon. Which, yeah. Copyright laws are absurd, especially the ones we have today. Copyright's confusing. I don't know. When I was in college, you know, I studied writing and stuff, so I learned quite a bit about copyright, and I also did a lot of like radio stuff when I was in college. And so I learned a lot about copyright, and it sucks because it's like, to some extent, you know, you want to protect your work, you don't want people to steal your work or anything. But it also definitely, there's so many loopholes that allow people to just like not let anybody do anything with their work ever, which also is not good. So, you know. Stupid Megaton is still following me. I've been trying to get rid of the Megaton for like 2 rounds. Jeez, then I can actually get the time to Pack-a-Punch stuff. Man, I should have gone and got the tactical bow again. That would have been more useful in this situation, but it didn't even cross my mind to do that, so... If I can get another insta-kill, that would be very helpful right now. You know, I've got so many points, and I can't even go spend them yet. Ugh. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh goodness, I've been trying to avoid mentioning Penguins in Peril by name, because I know that they've been like blocking people like crazy on Twitter and stuff, and I've been, you know, I really don't like controversy and stuff, and I'm not a huge fan of it. When it comes to the Club Penguin stuff, I feel like it's important to kind of try to preserve like any sort of legitimacy of it, because it already kind of got ruined a lot with all the Club Penguin Online stuff that happened. And I was considering making a video about Penguins in Peril and talking about it and just saying all that type of stuff. And that's why I had originally reached out to the WWF about the usage of their logo and all that stuff. But like, I don't know if I actually will make a video on it or not. But just I did think it was at least important to let the WWF know that like a group was kind of using them as like moral leverage to promote something that kind of people were having issues with. Haven't really cared about CPPSs in a while. Only good CP community, CP3D. Yeah, I've heard that a lot too. I don't really play CPPSs at all either, because I don't really have a reason to, honestly, with CPSC, because I'm mostly interested in Club Penguin from like the technical side and playing around with the files and all that type of stuff. But I did download CP3D. I haven't played a ton of it yet, but it does look like it's a lot of fun. I would like to make a video on that eventually in the future too. It's good because it's all original assets. I remember I was watching I think it was a Moose and Polo stream, and Polo Field was saying something along the lines of like how CP3D is like a good example of how to make like a fan game, because it doesn't copyright infringe or anything really. Like it takes a lot of, you know, the ideas of Club Penguin and everything. Actually, wait, I think I finally got rid of the Megaton. It takes a lot of the ideas from Club Penguin, but it like there's no assets in that game, so far as I know, that are from Club Penguin, so it's not really like copyright infringing. So yeah. And honestly, it's funny to see how good CP3D is when Club Penguin Island was so not very good, at least in a lot of people's opinions. It's just like, man, like, Disney totally had the capability to make something like CP3D, and instead they made Club Penguin Island. There's the music. Does CP3D use original Club Penguin music? Because if so, yeah, that could be a copyright issue. I get that could be a copyright issue, but it could also not be a copyright issue because music's confusing with that type of thing. Because even if it like, unless it's like the actual exact, even though it's the like, unless CP3D is using like the exact same music, they might be able to get away with it. Because if it's like a cover or something, or if they like made like some sort of version of it themselves, then they could maybe skirt around that. Club Penguin Island was a great game, and I will defend it to my deathbed. I mean, Club Penguin Island is okay. I don't know. I played it a little bit. I feel like it was good in its own way, but it just felt odd that they closed the original Club Penguin with it. You know, because I think there were so many people. Like, Club Penguin Island was just such a totally different game for them to try to kind of migrate the community to. I think it's a mix between original tracks and music from Club Penguin. Well, then, I mean, I don't know. They could probably get away with that. I mean, I think they already got like a cease and desist from Club Penguin at some point in the past. So if Club Penguin was really gonna take them down, they probably would have done it by now. So I think Club Penguin is, or not Club Penguin, well, Disney, you get what I mean. I think Disney is kind of like, I think Disney's okay with CP3D so long as they're not like really agrariously copying the game or anything. Uh-oh, this is bad. Okay, there we go. They had to close Club Penguin. It was an ancient code based on a dying platform. No, I mean, you're right. I talked about that in one of my blog posts not that long ago. I talked about how it would have been actually, not even that blog post, an even better example of blog post where I kind of talked about a similar thing. I did a blog post not that long ago where I talked about the TV show The Fairly Odd Parents, and how the last few episodes they made that in Adobe Flash, and then like 2 days or a day before the last episode of the season aired, Adobe announced the end of support for Flash was coming, and I think that was part of the reason why they canceled the show. So yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Kind of a similar thing probably happened with Club Penguin, because Flash was kind of getting outdated. I know that the shutdown of Flash really like screwed up a lot of stuff. Some of my family members, you know, we have various jobs and stuff that, like, you know, have to work with automated systems and computers and things like that. They were telling me that like Adobe Flash even screwed up like proprietary software and stuff, like things like that getting shut down. You have a blog? Yeah, I do have a blog. It's the-wolf.com, spelled like WULF. If you want a more direct link, there's one on the About page of the YouTube channel. It's a whole website, actually. I have like portfolio there and stuff, so that way you can use it for like job applications. But I blog on there a little bit. I try to do like 2 posts a month, but yeah, I actually uploaded a post yesterday. Adobe still supports Flash, but just for animation. Yeah, but I mean, they don't have the actual Adobe Flash program anymore. They've got the Adobe Animate program. But yeah. And Adobe still like supports Flash in like China or something, I think. If you look on Wikipedia, it says something about that, which is kind of interesting. Actually, Adobe Flash is still can be a really useful program for stuff. I still make GIFs in it sometimes. On my like I was just mentioning on my website, the blog post that I made, uploaded yesterday about Christmas. I made a GIF of just a blinking Christmas tree, and I made it in Adobe. Well, not Adobe. I made it in Macromedia Flash 5. And even though that program is from like 2000 something, I mean, it still works wonderfully for GIFs in non... Like, you can still use Flash for a ton of stuff that is not Flash format. Like, the actual Flash format is where you start to run into issues with, like, browsers not wanting to let you download it and stuff like that. But, like, GIFs and, like, any sort of video files or whatever, super useful still. Heard someone's working on a FOSS Flash editor. Okay, what exactly is FOSS? Because I've heard that term before, and I'm not exactly sure what it is.
I never waste ammo.
Kind of funny playing Call of Duty and talking about Club Penguin. Oh, I'm getting burned. FOSS, free and open source. You know, I probably should have known that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That would be helpful. I mean, there's been some pretty useful stuff in terms of keeping Flash stuff alive. Have you heard of Ruffle? I've heard they've some websites have started implementing that, and that's kind of like the free and open source software. Okay, well, either way. I've heard that, well, not I've heard, I've seen, I know that there's some websites that have been using that Ruffle emulator because they can install it, like, server-side, and then that, like, lets Flash applications run without the user actually having to do anything, and I know Newgrounds is using that, which is kind of cool, because they're a really big website, so Ruffle is great. Yeah, Ruffle is really cool. I actually messed around with it. I was trying, speaking of CPSC, I was trying to play around with it the one day myself and see if I could get it to, like, work with CPSC, kind of, because, I mean, you probably know a lot about the internals of CPSC, because CPSC is, like, in theory, you could probably set up, like, a local hosted, like, version of Club Penguin on your own home network, and I was trying to mess around with it with that a little bit, but I wasn't getting anything working with Ruffle. Something with the file structure, although, interestingly enough, Ruffle did work with individual Club Penguin mini games and stuff. So you could, in theory, set up a website or a web page, and if you could set up a website or web page and use Ruffle and still have all of the Club Penguin mini games and, like, the PSA missions and stuff. And I thought that would be a cool idea, but I just know how Disney is with you know, copyright and stuff. I thought that would be like, oh, that'd be a fun project to add to the, you know, the wolf.com, but like, there's, like, I don't feel like getting sued, so some people have even experimented with wait, hang on, I'm trying to... with tassing Flash with Ruffle with libtas on Linux. Okay, that sentence is a little over my head. So what does that mean exactly? Oh, holy crap, it's windy. But yeah, I was tempted to do that, like I said, with my website and, like, set up all the old Club Penguin games on there, but I was like, yeah, that's not even worth risking Disney coming after me for that. But it is possible if anybody wanted to do it. Task tool assisted speedrun. Okay, that's what I thought you meant. But I wasn't sure if you were using it in that sense. So do you mean, like, people have been doing like Flash like have been doing the tool assisted speedruns on Flash games with Ruffle? Because that's kind of interesting. Tool assisted speedruns are hilarious to watch. Like, some of the stuff they do, especially those oh goodness, what's it called? Like the Brain Age games. Oh my god, those are so funny because, like, people just draw goofy crap in the answer thing and still get it right. I don't know how they do it. I guess maybe they, like, change it at, like, the last millisecond to the actual correct thing, or, like, maybe they, like, somehow, you know, with data or whatever, like, getting things to trigger still, even though it wasn't actually the correct shape. Posted Club Penguin mini games on your website before and nothing happened. Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool, but it's just like one of those things where it's like, my website's kind of like like my professional thing too, which it would be kind of cool as like a professional project to like show off web design skill, to be like, oh, you know, I set up all this stuff to host Club Penguin mini games, but like, again, it's, you know. I should go, is this double pack a punch or is this triple? This is only, did I double pack a punch? I don't remember if I double pack a punch this weapon or not. I'm gonna go Check. What do you think of oh my goodness, spit out the words. What do you think of Call of Duty since I'm playing that? Ruffle has some issues, like you can't beat level 38 in Astro Barrier. That's really specific. I wonder why that happens. Is there like a specific reason for that, or does that just like happen? This might be the longest like straight play session that my PS5 has had in a while. Just thinking about that now, because we're at like 2.5 hours. Yeah, almost exactly 2.5 hours, and probably an hour and a half left now that some people are talking in the chat and whatnot. Submitted an issue over a year. Hang on, let me pause the game and read that. It's a longer one. I submitted an issue over a year ago, and someone has made a working patch, and they haven't merged still. Oh goodness, my feet and everything. You know, it's weird. My dashboard is saying, hang on, I need to refresh my dashboard real quick. Don't play that many FPS games. It's saying that I don't have any concurrent viewers, but yet, like, clearly somebody's watching, so I don't know why it's giving me that. Hang on. Gotta wait for everything to load back up again. Yeah, my channel, I cover a lot of weird, disparate stuff on my channel, don't I? Like, from Club Penguin to FPSs and stuff, to ZMR. I think ZMR and Club Penguin are probably my most two viewed types of stuff. Although my most viewed video in general is of supersonic acrobatic rocket powered battle cars on the PS3. Doesn't show our viewer count for me either. Yeah, that's strange. I don't know. Maybe it's just because the viewer count is so low, since it seems like you might be the only viewer right now. But nonetheless, thanks for tuning in. It's nice to have a chat member to chat with, especially because it's like midnight 30 for me right now. So what time is it in your time zone? But yeah, it's super late for me right now. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I was checking earlier, speaking of live streams. I watch El Chess Breach a lot, and I had checked earlier. I was like, wonder if I'm competing with him tonight on the live stream front, and I actually was. And I'm thinking, I wonder if he's still streaming now, because he started streaming a while ago, live in the same time zone. That's kind of cool. Yeah, Central Time. Oh, now Al isn't online anymore. I thought it would be fun if I had like enough viewers to tune in. I was like, oh, it'd be funny to do like a reverse a reverse raid, like, you know, small YouTuber raids like a bigger YouTuber. But he's offline now, so. Hitboxes. Wait, what were we talking about with hitboxes? Sorry, my brain is scrambled. I've been up like super early today. Ugh. Well, I guess yesterday now, since it's past midnight. Merry Christmas. Central Time, 1:30 is Eastern Time. Did I say 1:30? Oh no, I midnight 30. I'm at 12:30. It's yeah, I am in Central Time. Astro Barrier and Ruffle glitch. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could see how that could definitely make sense then with Ruffle getting screwed up with a hitbox in Astro Barrier. Kind of interesting that it takes to level 38 though for that. I have a funny story about Astro Barrier and messing around with Astro Barrier to tell in a second here. Eastern Time, Merry Christmas to you too. I used to live in Eastern Time. I don't anymore. Actually, earlier in the stream, I was talking about memories I had of living in a very snowy region. I don't live in a snowy region anymore, thank goodness, because my allergies did not agree with it. But yeah, oh dang it, my face is itching. Hang on. Astro Barrier, yeah. Okay, here's a funny one. Speaking of like all the Flash stuff we're talking about and everything, I was playing with CPSC one time and I asked Stick for help with this, and she didn't seem to have an answer. But I tried. Okay, so you know how the games in Club Penguin are their own individual SWF files? I got the smart idea of, I was like, I wonder if I replaced, like, oh dang it, hang on, I need to pause something. There we go. Okay. I was like, I wonder if I replaced Astro Barrier or Thin Ice. I wonder if I replaced that SWF file with the SWF file for the experimental Penguins demo from Rocket Snail's website. I was like, I wonder if it would play when I went to the Astro Barrier game in Club Penguin. So in other words, I was like putting another Club Penguin game. I was putting experimental Penguins in Club Penguin, and it almost worked, but something was making it glitch out when I tried that. But that would have been really hilarious if I had gotten it to work. But I think it was just like, I would have needed a newer version of Flash to like properly do it. So, what was it that? What were you saying about snow? Hang on, make sure I'm not about to go down. Snow is awesome. Shoveling it is enjoyable. Oh man, I'm glad. Oh god, I'm glad you enjoy it, man. Snow. I mean, I didn't mind. Like, I had mixed feelings on snow. Like, snow as an actual object is nice. I just didn't like the cold. I used to snowboard. I actually have considered getting back into it eventually. So in that type of sense, I like snow, but I was not a big fan of shoveling snow and stuff. Playing with fire, yeah, that was a weird. I was about to like create some sort of like dimensional collapse by doing that probably, but I mean, it was a fun experiment, and I'm sure there's probably a way to get it to work. I just didn't know how. That's a little bit above my prowess. But yeah, that probably, if I could have gotten that to work, that would have been funny. Only thing was, if it had worked right out of the box, there wouldn't have been a way to exit out of experimental Penguins. So that would have, geez, what word am I thinking of here? That would have caused an issue in the future with that. My nose getting stuffed up again, Jesus. I'm not sure. This might be the highest round that I've gotten in Cold War Zombies so far. I'm trying to aim for at least 40 at this point. Don't know though, because Zombies mode can always be very iffy. You can make one little screw up and screw up your whole game. But yeah, I don't know. I've used perks and I've used Pack-a-Punch and electricity. The only thing that I haven't used that could possibly still put me in a top 10 record would be no armor. So I haven't used any armor yet. Or, well, actually, you know what? No, I guess I have used armor because I picked up armor. But I didn't use the armor station, so I don't know how that works on the Zombies leaderboards. I'll have to check that out. Because I'm thinking about it, I'm playing for so long and I'm getting relatively high round. I don't know if I could go for a leaderboard with anything. Because I haven't been on a Zombies leaderboard in a while. The stuff I had set on Infinite Warfare got beat a while back. Although I still am on one for like Modern Warfare 3 or 2, I think. So, and I think Call of Duty World War II Zombies, there was a few things that I was like I could probably get in the top 10 for. And I think there was a couple more things that opened up in Infinite Warfare that I was like I could probably get a top 10 for that. And if they open up, supposedly Zombies World Records is maybe going to do like a melee only category soon for Cold War, which would be perfect because I could probably do pretty well on that. Unless they've already done that. They might have already done that. I should check into that. The fires. I'm getting a lot of fire sales. Don't really need them though. I'm not really buying anything new. that.
Down you go. Kills are coming thick and fast.
Kind of think the range on the die machine might go down as you like upgrade it or something, because it seems like the blasts don't travel as far later on. Although I think as the rounds go up, I think the weapon just gets less powerful, because when you try to suck zombies into it, eventually you start needing more zombies to get a full magazine again. So.
This thing's futuristic enough for you?
Keep thinking that something's popping up, but I haven't seen anything in chat in a little bit, so. Goodness, round 38. Oh, crap. I should have left 1 or 2 zombies alive so I could go do the third pack-a-punch for the AUG, but I didn't even think about it. I guess this round I could try to do that. Although, with my luck, oh, crap. I should have gone to the crafting table to get the combat bow again, because we're probably going to get another megaton soon. Definitely the end of this round I need to go get the combat bow again. Yeah, I have ample money to do that, or ample scrap or whatever to do that.
You all fucking deserve that.
You know, I've noticed it's weird when I play games through my Elgato. I don't know if it's just not like cooperating with the TV or whatever, but it seems like the audio quality always degrades on my TV like when I'm playing with the Elgato. I don't know why that is. I mean, I guess just yeah, I don't know. I guess something, because like it turns out fine in any videos or anything that I record. I guess just the Elgato does not cooperate with the TV itself or whatever. Oh, whoa. We are in a dangerous situation. Okay, there we go. It might be in my best interest to take a little bit of a different route here. Oh, ammo. Oh, great, another Megaton. Crap. I don't think I how to get around this situation as like quickly as possible. If I can get to that crafting table and very quickly, there we go, perfect. That is exactly what I needed to do. Wish my Elgato card worked on Linux. Do you like mainly use Linux? Is that like your daily driver for stuff? You know, I think I read online that there is a workaround, because I have a computer that runs on Linux too, but it's not my main one. I just kind of have it to have like a Linux computer in case I ever need Linux for anything. It's an old laptop of mine. I think you can kind of get the Elgato software to work on Linux. You have to do some sort of weird thing with like the Mac version of it though. And actually, furthermore though, what am I thinking of? Furthermore, with the Elgato card, I think if you downloaded Open Broadcaster software, you might be, because like I think that OBS has built in like Elgato like recognition or whatever, you might be able to use your Elgato through OBS. It wouldn't be the official Elgato software, but OBS I think has a Linux version and everything, so you could probably do it that way. Started using it because of, oh hang on, what's that? libtas. Oh. Linux is a very useful set of knowledge to have. In my seemingly never-ending job search lately, even though I'm not like super computer administrator type person, I did a lot of like some tech support stuff in college, and you know I run my own website now with The Wolf, and I do all the YouTube stuff and everything. I've seen some stuff ask about Linux, and I can usually confidently say that I can slightly use it, but you know, not like a power user for it. Really? Yeah. There's ways to use Elgatos on Linux, I think. Like I said, I don't know exactly about the Elgato software thing working, but a workaround, you probably could get like some sort of streaming recording software that works on Linux, like OBS in particular, that has like Elgato compatibility, and you might be able to use it without even needing the Elgato software. So you should look into that, because yeah, that could be really, really useful. Let's try to take out this Megaton. Well, my controller battery's low. If it dies, it'll pause the game, and then I'll just do that. I hope it'll pause the game. Jesus, man, that would be bad if it didn't. But I think I've had that happen before, and it does. So.
That was efficient.
That was kind of a waste of a combat bow thing. I probably could have just shot the Megaton. Right, and now it is split into two. Again. We're gonna hit at least one half of it. Wonder why the zombies just stand there sometimes. Sort of glitch probably or whatever. Oh great, missed. Come on, there we go. Alright, that's one half of it down. We're gonna take down the other half. And then try to go pack a bunch of the AUG for the third time. And then after that, pretty much just like keep playing. Maybe use the mystery box a couple times, see if we can get a better gun. But I mean, right now the setup seems all right, especially because we got the die machine. Right, there we go. The Megaton is gone. So now we go pack a bunch of this. Oh, something golden. Fuse. Oh, that's like a mission part or whatever. Yeah, I'm not doing the full Easter egg. Honestly, I don't really know if it's necessary to do the Easter egg on Die Machine, since you can get the Wonder Weapon without doing the Easter egg, and you can also get all of the perks without doing the Easter egg. So isn't that usually like effectively what the end goal of most of the Call of Duty Zombies Easter eggs are? So I mean, like, I guess, you know, there's the story aspect of it, but like actual gameplay aspect, I don't really see a huge point. No, I could apply an elemental mod to these guns, but there's not really using it because I've got elemental pop, so. This way. You know, originally I wasn't sure if I was really going to be able to do the full, like 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. stream thing, but, you know, we really only have like an hour and 10 minutes left in what I was originally planning on, so I might just end up doing that. Although, right now, I am going to take a little break and run to the bathroom quick again, so even if it doesn't work on Linux, I can just reboot into Windows, so it's no big deal. Well, yeah, that's always an option. So I will be right back in like less than 10 minutes probably. I really need to come up with some sort of screen that says like be right back. I don't know if anybody joins. Passerk, make sure to tell them that I'm still here. I just ran to the bathroom, so I'll be right back very soon. All right, I have returned, and Passerk looks like the last chat message. I'm going to try to go to sleep. All right, well, good night, and I hope you got to sleep. Hopefully, you're already asleep as I've returned. But yeah, I'm back from my bathroom break. I was thinking about it when I ran to the bathroom there for a second. I remember when I was doing the radio stuff in college. I had to learn about. Did I just get a Windows update? Oh Jesus. Well, if the stream goes offline all of a sudden, just know stuff decided to update without asking me. When I was in college, I remember, and I was doing radio stuff in college. I had to learn a lot of FCC guidelines and stuff, so that way we didn't get the station fined or anything. And I don't know if this was like exactly true or not, but I remember hearing one time from one of like the like staff members or whatever that was doing that did the student radio stuff, that supposedly when you're on the radio, you're not, like, if you're gonna go to the bathroom, you're not supposed to say you're supposed to go, like, you're not supposed to say you're gonna go to the bathroom or whatever. And I don't know if he necessarily meant, like, specifically that you couldn't say you were gonna go to the bathroom, or if he meant you couldn't specifically say something gross like that you were gonna go take a poop or whatever. Like, I don't know what exactly the rule on that was, but yeah, I mean, on the internet, I don't think it really matters all too much. But anyway, back to the game. So it's almost 1 a.m. I'm not totally sure if I will go for the 2 a.m. thing. We'll just kind of see how the game keeps playing out. But maybe. It is fun. It has been a lot of fun to stream. Like I said, I don't do a ton of streams, but this has been a very fun one to do. Even though I have been talking to myself quite a bit. It was nice to interact with Passerk for a while there about CPSC and other computer-y things. And if anybody else is watching, feel free to type in the chat. I am paying attention to it and everything, and I respond and stuff. But yeah, could be fun to make this kind of a yearly thing or whatever. Do the late night Christmas Eve into Christmas Day stream. Just kind of depends, I guess, and it also depends on like what happens in the future, because I'm gonna make a whole video on it in the future with what I've been mentioning like variously on Twitter and stuff about all this like crazy grad school stuff that I've been mentioning. But that could that will affect like a whole lot of things, like a whole lot of aspects in my life for like multiple years afterwards. So we'll just have to see like where I'm located and like if I'm what sort of living arrangement I'm in. Oh crap, dang it, man, I just lost a bunch of perks.
It's better every day.
Which, I mean, like, yeah, it's just a lot of stuff going on. It's like one of those things, like, I guess the living arrangement isn't necessarily, like, the best explanation. More so, like, what my job arrangement is at that point, because, possibly, well, not even possibly, like, probably moving to another country and everything, it's gonna be a lot of work. It's already being a lot of work lately, but it'll be cool to be able to do all of that and everything. And like I said, I will make a more in-depth explainer video on what exactly is going on with that, how that'll affect the channel, all that type of info. But that'll be closer to like when I know more stuff definitively. So, but like as I said on Twitter and stuff, I did get accepted to a grad school in another country. And so therefore I will like be moving across the ocean, so need to try to get these perks back, which the Wonder Fizz is going to be very helpful for, hopefully. But I kind of would probably rather do it at the end of the round, between 2 rounds. Ew. Oh, crap. My head itched for a second there. I couldn't move my character. How many zombies still left in this match? Jesus, or in this round.
I'm not even fucking done.
I need Juggernaut, that one. Okay, that's a few of the ones that I wanted back. Still missing a few though. And I should try to go get another revive. Oh dang it, I just breathed like directly into my microphone. I try not to talk directly into my microphone actually. I should try to go get another combat bow. Right, that one. Whew. For a second there with the 3-weapon thing, for a second I thought it had made me lose the wonder weapon, but it just made me lose the AUG, which still kind of sucks, but you know. Oh wait, oh holy crap, I don't have any money left, jeez. Alright, well do we have all the perks we wanted? I think we might. Alright, so then back to just playing the game like normal, I suppose. But now I need to go back to the mystery box at some point. So I guess we could try to do that now since we're at the end of a round. Looked like the mystery box was down here somewhere. I don't know where. No. Where is it? Over here. Yep, right here it is. Next to the nuclear bomb. Perfect. Hopefully it's something usable. Okay, the street sweeper is... well, it'll work. It's not the best option, but it'll be helpful. I might keep it. I mean, the street sweeper, the only issue with the street sweeper is just that, like, the reloading for it just takes forever. But once you pack a punch it, your character puts in, like, it counts multiple bullets up for every, like, bullet your character puts in it. So once you pack a punch it, it's okay. It can be a pretty good weapon once you pack a punch it. Although right now it's not doing like anything. Jesus. But see what I mean? Like even with hiccup, even with Speed Cola, it's like taking forever. That wasn't even the full reload. I guess I'll keep it. It's kind of a funny weapon. Might as well. Still got an hour left in the stream. Might as well just goof around with it. Oh wait, was that a fire sale? Holy crap, that would be perfect timing. Yes, it was. Okay, this could be very helpful. What did it just pop up? Okay, well no, I don't need the Gallo, and I've already got a street sweeper. Come on, box, close. I can do it one more time, probably. And a sniper rifle. Ugh. Okay, what was it? I had an idea. I don't remember what it was. I guess maybe not that important then. Round 40. Hey, that's definitely a new personal best. I don't think I've gotten around 40 yet. Actually, I don't think I've ever gotten around 40 in any zombies mode. Well, actually, you know what? Black Ops 2, I might have gotten around 40 at least once. Oh, my chair's creaking. I don't know why. It feels like tonight with this Christmas stream, I've been able to balance paying attention to the chat and actually playing pretty well. So that's been helpful. Sometimes it's a pain for me to focus on both things. Not even necessarily pain to focus on both things. It's just like the way that my setup is, I have to kind of turn my head to check the chat, which means that I have to take my face, like my eyesight, completely away from the game, which obviously is not good for a fast-paced game like this. And then if I were to pause it though all the time, it'd be really boring to watch. So. Crap, I also forgot to go get another revive and another crossbow or combat bow. I need to go do that very soon. As soon as this round ends or whatever. I don't want to jinx myself, but I am curious if Cold War will ever start spawning in more than one megaton at a time, because I know that Infinite Warfare, in Zombies in Spaceland, it would spawn in more than one like giant alien brute at a time once you got up to a certain level. So we'll see. It would be extremely annoying if it did, but I'm just curious if it does.
This thing future is enough for you. Drop another walking corpse.
Huh, it seems like doing a launch and then like trying to suck the zombies in. Seems like it's working better. I guess probably it's weakening them or whatever. Actually, speaking of games that I almost bought, well, not today, I guess, yesterday at this point, but games I almost bought at that store that I've been mentioning a bit throughout the stream. I almost bought, what was it? The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. Which I know that game has notoriously bad reviews, but I'm the type of person who likes to play games that have notoriously bad reviews. I usually find something to like in most games that I play. But I ended up, I was actually split between a few games, but I ended up settling on Valkyria Chronicles because, well, actually a number of factors. What am I thinking of? What ended up happening was, so, like, that game Wet that I mentioned a few times, that one I knew I was going to buy that because I've been looking for that one for like a while. And it was like I said, it wasn't expensive, but it was a little bit like higher in price than most of the other games. And so then that kind of left me, and then I also got those two CDs, and so that all kind of overall left me like, okay, I can pick like one other game to buy without, you know, spending an absurd amount of money kind of thing. More than, like, I didn't want to spend more than I wanted to spend. So I was split between, I got Valkyria, like, Valkyria Chronicles was only a couple bucks. Walking Dead Survival Instinct was only a couple bucks. And there was also a Fairly OddParents game, which I am like a huge fan of the Fairly OddParents, even as, you know, an adult. I mean, I made the whole blog post about the whole thing with like Flash possibly, the end of Flash being, oh crap, I meant to go pack a punch to that street sweeper. With the end of Flash possibly being partially responsible for the Fairly OddParents getting canceled. Or, well, not renewed, I guess, but anyway, they also had a Fairly OddParents game on the PS2, but that one was more expensive than either Valkyria Chronicles. Actually, it might have been more expensive than both Valkyria Chronicles and Walking Dead Survival Instinct combined. So I actually kind of forgot about the Fairly OddParents game, so I ended up not getting it. What was I gonna say about that? Oh, the Walking Dead Survival Instinct, just because zombies and stuff. you know, for as bad as that game looked, it did look interesting in a lot of ways. Like, I thought it was interesting, the whole first-person perspective. The general gameplay gist of it, I thought, seemed kind of interesting with, like, going from town to town and stuff. I don't remember if it was randomized or not or whatever. In the future, I would still like to buy that game. Although, another reason why I didn't end up picking up the copy I saw earlier today was because, the Valkyria Chronicles copy that I ended up buying was, like, actually in, like, pretty good condition. And had the manual and everything with it, but that Walking Dead Survival Instinct copy didn't have, it was not in very great condition, so I ended up just not doing that. I think it had a crack in the case. Which actually, speaking of that, I noticed after the fact that the copy of Wet that I got has a tiny, like, crack in the case also, which, I mean, like, I don't really care that much, because I did get it for cheaper than I would have paid online for, like, the same quality, but still. Like, I would have bought it even if there was, like, a huge crack in the case because I wanted that game. And so I finally found it for a reasonable price, so. Although, you know, another game that I saw was Nier. And I would like to play Nier, like the original Nier, because, like, I've heard so many good things about Nier Automata. And so I'd like to play the original one first, I guess, if I ever decide to play Nier Automata, because I've heard a lot of good things about Nier also, just the original one. But, man, Nier is, like, an expensive game. They wanted, like quite a bit of money for that. You know, there's a bunch of crap that's really expensive. Like, I think, like, I don't know, just the gaming market lately has gone skyrocketing silly with game prices, and I think partially it's probably the whole retro game bubble stuff is to blame, even for, like, more recent games going up in price, like PS3 and stuff. Man, when I was in that store earlier, like I said, they sell a ton of used stuff, and, like, older stuff, and I mean, I've seen similar prices at other places too, but it was, like, almost $200 for, like, some of the Game Boys they had and stuff. There was a Dreamcast game that I've heard of before. It's pretty popular. Well, not popular, but it's kind of like a cult classic horror game on the Dreamcast. They wanted like $300 for it. And I looked online, and that was actually cheaper. The store was selling it for cheaper than they wanted on eBay. It's insane. I mean, at the same point, I guess I can't talk too much, though, because I did spend, well, oh god, I've said it before, but I feel like kind of an idiot nowadays saying it, but I spent $200 on a CD one time. I had the extra money at the time, so it wasn't like I was, like, spending money I didn't have, but yeah, the No More Heroes Dark Side OST soundtrack, if you guys look that up online, the issue with it is that there was never a digital release of it, and you can find it on YouTube and stuff, like, people have uploaded it and whatnot, and there's, like, places to download it, but they're not, like, official, so it's pretty much piracy if you do that. So because it never had a digital release, I think, is why the price of it has gone up so insane, and it's like $200, and it's even more now, I think, so in reality it's kind of a good investment because it went up in value, but yeah, I had, when I was at college for a little while, I worked 2 jobs, and so I had saved up some money from having the 2 jobs, and I ended up buying it because it's like, there's a song that I really, really like on it, and I wanted to, like, actually own it. But yeah, looking back at it, that was not necessarily my smartest purchase. But in general, I try to, like, not spend very much money when I buy stuff. For probably the past year or two, in general, I've been trying to not spend more than $20 on games when I buy them, which, I mean, like, I like buying, crap. Dang it, not again. Which, I mean, you know, I would totally buy games brand new and everything, pay the full $60 if, like, I wasn't, you know, broke. But yeah, I've found that the $20 rule tends to be a pretty good rule. You can, like, because I found the reason why I came up with that was because if you pay attention to, like, the video game market and video games getting sold and stuff, you'll notice that a lot of the times video games will go down to $20 new before places will stop carrying them new, and then you can only find them used. So if a game is down to about $20, and I'm not talking about sale or anything, like I mean just like normally, like if you go to a store and it's like $20 for that game, then that game is probably about to stop being sold new. And I found that tends to be a pretty good marker then for just like a good price to pay for games. And of course there's definitely games that are worth way more than $20 and everything, but especially though I've been trying to buy games for older consoles lately because they're oftentimes like way cheaper. Like right now, PS2, original Xbox, PS3, Xbox 360, Wii, and Wii U are pretty reasonably priced because they're in that kind of middle ground between like retro, but also like between just out of date and retro. So they don't have like the retro tax yet kind of thing, but they also aren't so new that they're like still expensive. So anyway, yeah, you guys get what I mean. That was a very obtuse way of saying that I'm trying to save a lot of money lately, but now we can go buy all of our perks again. Holy crap, I wonder if I can make it to around 50. I don't know, I don't even know if I'd have the time to do that tonight, because I probably will stop the stream at 2 regardless. Want that one, that one, that one, that one. Okay, that should be good for perks. It's just like once you start getting into these higher rounds, the zombies just start becoming total bullet sponges. Like even this Death Thunder Blast now is like not even fully killing zombies. So that's why sometimes if you watch like really high round gameplay on some of the games, like people will stop using guns like entirely eventually at some levels, and they'll end up using traps from around the map to eliminate zombies, because a lot of times in Call of Duty Zombies levels, the traps are insta-kills for the zombies regardless of what level you're on. So regardless of how strong they are and immune they are to your actual guns or whatever, traps on a lot of levels will still like insta-kill a lot of zombies, and that's why ultra high round gameplay, you'll see that. Like I think it's Shino Numa, or is it Shino Numa or Verruct? I think it might be Verruct. Some of those World at War maps that had traps, you'll notice that people do that a lot, where it'll be like they'll play, and eventually they'll start using pretty much only traps to kill the zombies. Like watch this. So if I do that, that's not really a trap, but it's sort of a trap. See, that's like insta-kill on zombies still. So that's super useful. That's why the energy mine is like super useful. Oh, there we go. Nuke. And the round still isn't over. Yeah, you can tell you're getting pretty high up there in rounds when the nukes stop ending the rounds. I really, really wish they had that thing though, where like getting individual bullets to hit zombies would give you points still, because that would be so helpful. Really want to pack a punch this Street Sweeper, but it's been a pain because the last like 2 rounds I've accidentally downed myself. So, well, not downed myself, but accidentally gotten downed. Alright, so wait. Okay, let me consider here. So we still have a good pile of zombies. But I need to thin it out so that way I can go down, pack a bunch of Street Sweeper, so that way it is at least slightly useful.
Believe me, this comes easy.
You know, it's like sometimes the dead thunderbolt seems to be like sometimes really useful against enemies, and then other times it doesn't seem like it's doing anything. I don't know if I've triple pack-a-punched it before though, so maybe that's why it seems like different to me. No, I think I did. Maybe not. I don't know. We've still got a pretty good crowd here, so. Alright, yeah, let's go pack-a-punch it. I can deal with that size. Oh, crap. I forgot. I got down, so I lost the street sweeper. Dang it. Ugh. Alright, well, let's clear a few of these guys more out then, so that way then I can use the mystery box to get a weapon to pack-a-punch. Man, they're really taking a lot of hits. Alright, that should be alright. Oh, crap. Okay. Thought that the brain-rotted zombie was gonna accidentally kill the remaining 2 zombies, which would not have been helpful. I didn't get loose change on some of these yet either. Alright. Can I crawl under this? No. Carve 2? Have I used this before? Okay, I like that weapon. That's pretty cool. I could get used to this one, even though it's burst fire. Let's go ahead and just like well, actually, you know what? I don't know if I do need to pack-a-punch this yet. What's he gonna do to that zombie? Yeah, I could use a pack-a-punch. It's really not doing that much damage. I've never seen this weapon before. Huh? The Carve-O-Matic. God. Oh, wait, dang it, I thought it went fully auto for a second there. I don't think it did. Just fun fact if you guys want to know something about the stream, right now YouTube is telling me that the average viewer time is 43 seconds. So, I think most of that was Parsec. Or Passer. Oh, jeez, I can't pronounce things. Yeah, because they were in here for, oh wait, did that average viewer time just went down even more? But Patrick was in here for a pretty good while, so even though the stream was going on, the stream was going, it's one of those things where the stream's been going on for so long that even though they were in here for a pretty good amount of time, it, still doesn't seem like that much, well, I mean, it's not that much average viewer time because it's only just one person that really watched for a while. Unless somebody else is here, I saw that, you know, it went up by views or whatever. So, be sure to say hello in the chat. Definitely need to try to pack-a-punch this gun again soon because it's really still pretty weak. It's definitely doing damage, but is that an insta-kill over there? Might have been an insta-kill. That could be really useful. All this round is probably about to end anyway, so maybe not. This might just get wasted. It is an insta kill. I guess it'll be helpful for now. Oh wait, why am I using that? Oh well. This is the dead is definitely like super useful with insta kill.
Same way.
I used the Colibur yet? Or Colibur? Whatever, however it's pronounced. What? Wait, did I say I hadn't used it? I have used it yet, but I haven't used it in a while. Dang, I missed points. So hopefully by the end of this round we should be able to pack a bunch to the carve again. Windy again. I'll let the stream abruptly end, so power went out, I guess. Oh dang, I'm almost out of ammo. Trying to think, I'm almost out of ammo again. Jeez. Well, I think with this kind of smaller group of zombies, though, I should be able to go pack a punch this. There we go. Gotta still save up even more points though to pack a punch it further. Get back over to near the plane wing and everything. Man, this round 44 has been lasting for a while. There we go, 45. Alright. Not enough money. I can't believe this has been the same match of Call of Duty Zombies for this entire stream. Man. And again, Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Day now in my time zone. and in a lot of other time zones as well. I think the only part of the U.S. where it's not Christmas yet would be the West Coast. And of course, you know, there's other places besides the U.S. where it's not Christmas. Well, actually, I'm wrong. You know what? No, it's not just the West Coast. It's not Christmas yet. Because you got a whole bunch of other parts of the U.S. Besides the lower 48. It's probably, well, Alaska sticks out quite a ways, so it's probably still a while before it's Christmas in parts of Alaska. There's Hawaii, which is out all the way in the Pacific Ocean. And you've also got Guam out there, and American Samoa is out that way also. And I'm trying to think of the U.S. territories. I'm really interested in the U.S. territories. I'm trying to think. Am I forgetting any? The U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico are down near the Caribbean. American Samoa. American Samoa, Guam. U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico. I'm forgetting one. What territory am I forgetting? American Samoa, Guam, Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands. I'm forgetting one. I can't remember which one I'm forgetting. Hang on. This is going to bother me. Let me see something here. The Mariana Islands. That's who I was forgetting. Yeah. I think... I don't know. American Samoa. I'm not sure, though, where Hawaii lies and all that. Like, what time it is there. Like, I don't know if they're in the next day, or, like, I don't know if they're ahead of us or behind us. I think they're behind us. I'm not sure. I had a friend who lived in Hawaii. Or, well, I suppose he probably still lives in Hawaii. I'm not sure. Uh-oh. We're getting dangerously close to low health again.
Thank the R&D boys. Kills are coming thick and fast.
Well, I will say one of the goals of this stream, which is what I've been doing for a few years, playing video games very late to tire myself out on Christmas Eve so that way I don't wake up super early on Christmas Day, that is definitely working because now I'm starting to get hit by the tired. So it's only half an hour till 2, and like I said, 2 a.m. was my goal. Kind of. Wasn't really my goal. It was like what I was kind of, I don't know, reaching for, I guess. Not sure if I will keep streaming until 2. We'll just have to see. I am getting pretty tired out. Oh man, that energy mine wasn't as helpful as some of the other ones.
Confirming kill.
at this type of level where the zombies really kind of start becoming like really strong, you do have to start really aiming for headshots, because that's kind of the only way to take them down to some extent. Holy crap, that's a lot of 12,600 of the non-electric scrap. Ooh, that fire sale could be useful, but like not really, since I can't really get to mystery box for it. I guess I could probably hit it like once. Although the card has been pretty useful, so unless it's something like notably powerful. Oh, I see orange. What is it? Oh, it's just a Type 63. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be able to get it again before fire sale ends. No, wait. Did it just charge me 950? No. Weird. I've never had that happen before where it went to 950 again real quick before disappearing. Well, that was a good idea. Helped eliminate a whole handful of them. Alright, there we go. Round 47. Again though, man, I just don't get how some people have the endurance to just play until like round, like I said, some of the games, some Call of Duty games, some of the Call of Duty modes, or Call of Duty Zombies modes, people literally, they have records of like in the thousands of rounds, and it's just like, man, that must just take forever. Like, I know to some extent you can speed it up if you can like end rounds quickly or whatever, but that's not necessarily easy to do. Especially, I mean, like, look at this now. Like, I am kind of trying to end these rounds quickly because I would like to like maybe aim for like 50 at least. And I mean, like, I just the zombies just eat the damage up. Again, really the only thing you can do is just like traps and stuff. And to some extent, the dead Thunderbolt is, or Thunderblast is kind of working, but you know, not as much as you would maybe hope. Definitely got to start using the what's called the Atomic Mind thing, the specialist ability thing that I have, because that is definitely seeming to be the best way to eliminate zombies at this point. I don't think that there's any traps in this level. I mean, there might be, but I can't think of any. I think I can run the zombies by the traps, but... In some ways, it actually almost is sort of useful that the zombies aren't necessarily dying now, though, from the big blast from the Dead Thunder Blast, because then when you do then when you do the suck on them, it actually like you can weaken them and then get a whole bunch of you know, zombie parts, zombie ammo sucked in. So it actually almost kind of reminds me of this might be a weird comparison. Kind of reminds me of the blunderbuss from Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare, because of the whole like zombie parts shooting back out kind of thing. I was just about to say, oh, I haven't seen a Megaton in a while. Right now it's probably like literally indestructible. I don't know, at this point it might be my best interest to just like ignore the Megaton and try to eliminate the smaller zombies around it. Because if I'm trying to go for around 50, at this point it might be better to just do that instead of wasting all the time focusing on the Megaton. Because they're not super easy to avoid, but they're avoidable. Thinking either 2 AM or around 50, whichever one comes first is probably when I'll end the stream.
Getting started.
Yeah, the range on the Dead Thunder Blast is not all too great.
Nailed a bunch of them.
There we go, round 48. Yeah, I don't know, like, because my thought process here is if I attack the Megaton too much, it's going to split in two. Then I'm going to have to deal with 2 enemies, and if I'm just going for round 50, yeah, it might be better to just, like, not do that. Oh, crap, I do have enough to pack a punch the Carvomatic again, though. But, I mean, again, at this point, it doesn't really matter. I think that the Dead Thunder Blast is pretty much my best bet to just kind of use it for the rest of this time. Because even though it's taken a while to reload sometimes, it seems like it's the most powerful thing I can do. Even the triple pack-a-punched MG there was starting to not do a whole ton.
Military tech gets better every day.
Actually, let's do that. There we go. That's a whole bunch of them. Oh, was that a max ammo? Holy crap, I need that. Ooh, that was some maneuvering right there. Oh man, okay. Might use the guns for a minute, just to, like, give the Dead Thunder Blast a rest, I guess. I don't know, it really matters. Ooh, that was another ton of zombies. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, crap. That just made things more challenging.
This thing futuristic enough for you?
If I can get to the end of the round, I guess I'll go ahead and buy the perks again. wonder why it's only preserving those specific perks. It seems like I keep getting these 3 perks again. Maybe not. I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh, well, that's the end of that. Dang. That kind of sucks that it doesn't even give you a tombstone chance again, though. Alright, well, that is, I think I'm gonna go ahead and say that's the stream. I know it's 17 minutes before 2, but there's no point really in starting another match or anything. So thank you guys for watching. This has been Wolf's Christmas stream. I've been streaming since 10 p.m. in my time zone. Now it's 1:44 a.m. So you know, Merry Christmas. Hope you guys have a good Christmas, or had a good Christmas, depending on where you live, because you might already have done all your Christmas activities. And also, you know, if you celebrate a different holiday, hope you had a good Hanukkah if you celebrate that. Hope you have in the future a good Kwanzaa if you celebrate that. And if you celebrate anything else, hope that goes well also. So, yeah, I don't know if anybody has anything left in the chat to say. Guess now would be the time. So, yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and check, like, Twitter again real quick while I'm still live in case anybody has anything to say. Want to point out something kind of amazing. So, you know, like, I try not to, like, I don't really like bringing up PS5 a lot because, like, I know a ton of people are still looking for it and everything. But, like, what was I going to say? But, the PS5, so I've been streaming for, like, almost 4 hours pretty much. And, almost 4 hours. And my PS5 has literally, the fan has not come on, like, one time. And I know I'm not, like, actually streaming from the PS5. I'm using an Elgato to stream. But yeah, that's kind of, amazing, honestly. The PS5 must have some impressive, like, heat control. The thing just radiates heat. Like, if you have PS5 and you just stick your hand behind the vents, the fans don't come on all that often, but the heat just, like, radiates out of it. It's kind of incredible. But yeah, anyway, let me hop into the Elgato software. So again, where is it? There it is. Again, thank you guys for watching. Again, Merry Christmas and everything. This is the first Christmas stream I've done, so it's been cool to test it out. Probably one of the better streams I've done, I'd say, honestly. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in other videos, other streams possibly, you know, whatever. And have a good night, good morning, whatever. Bye-bye.